Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. First stream back from the dead. We're going to be doing some VOD reviews for the first time in a long time, because even with the last streams, they were not specifically VOD review streams. It was the retirement announcement, going to go over some like pro footage stuff, and then I did the coaching AMA. So this will be like the first actual stream where I get back and do some actual VOD reviews. This will be a shorter stream, but I will be able to do VOD reviews and sub VODs. If you have put a VOD and sub VOD and I have not reviewed it, it will be reviewed, assuming that replay code or whatever you put in there is still functional. Some of it I might have to adjust because metas have changed.
My parting present from sheer cold onto a bright future where you will succeed.
Thank you for the 500 bits, Mr. Baggins. I really appreciate that. Yes, I'm sorry the stream was unannounced, but it's really kind of touch and go. I've been really busy with IRL stuff, but it has been absolutely amazing. I don't know. Okay. Chat, there has to be some psychological way of describing things when trying to think about what's the way of doing it. If you had like an old rusty pipe and you just put like some cleaner on it and it just like the rust just like melted away, that like that level of satisfaction that you've been neglecting something and you go at and you just like clean it out and it's just so satisfying. That's what we're dealing with right now. Like, I have had so many little projects. I think like there are some major things, but little and small, big and little things that I've been neglecting for 15 months, or actually 14 months, but about 15 months, because it was phase 2 playoffs, Uprising Academy. I had no time to do anything outside of just like, when I did have time, it was literally to just do nothing because I needed to like some cathartic like rest. But I have had the last 2 days and the third day today, I have had so much progress on little projects here and cleaning up this and doing that. It just feels absolutely amazing. I can't even describe how wonderful it feels. It feels like I'm taking a mental laxative. That's probably the crudest expression I could have possibly said on stream. But you guys, I think, get the idea. Hello, Missouri Koi Dragonfly. Hello, Major Midget. Allow it for Fam4. Greetings to you. So I've dreamed about spam from the Monty Python skit. There you go. I saw the sheer cold spell. Tweet your muscles are massive. Thank you very much. Hello, Jiggery. Jake Die Schlinger. I'm pretty sure Elgar is copy free right now. Great composer. I'll have to look at that. Elgar. Elgar? Elgar? I'm a little concerned though. Because like, what if it's not? Then I'm screwed. I'll have to look into it. We back Pog. Hey, Fabe. Good to see you, mate. Nice to see you, Josh. Well. Hey, Seth. Don't clown me, Black Dracon. Shouts to people. I mean, yeah, that's my job. Sounds like the week before finals. How you doing? Doing all right. Have I grown taller? No, I'm not. I'm posturing a little taller.
Peepo blanket.
Peepo blanket? What? What does that mean? Thanks for the sub though. 7 months, 17 total. You screwed it up though. But like, what do you mean Peepo blanket? I mean, I have a blanket over here. I think Christmas light. See, there's Amari right there. Can you guys see my mouse? I don't think you can. No, you can't. But yeah, there's Amari. Amari. Hello. She's looking at the Christmas lights. Yeah. My hair is pretty wild. Boomer spinal. I'm sorry. Okay, look. There are some things it's okay to be boomer about. Social media is not that great for you. I don't do Instagram. Instagram's stupid. TikTok is lame. I don't do Fortnite dances. You can call me boomer all you want if that's what you're going to call me boomer about. Okay? Not knowing what vibing is, or you know, thinking that computer screens are like are evil, like, but yeah, but there's some things that like, okay, hair check, okay, like I am absolutely unashamed that I don't know what peepo blanket, pee poo poo blanket, man. I'm sorry. Oh geez, this is bad. I mean, you don't really want this, do you? I'll let you in on a secret. Just tilt your camera downwards and you'll be 6'4". I mean, yeah, but see, that's the thing. You this entire time, you guys had no idea how incredibly succulent I was in real life until you saw this picture Sheer Cold posted. I'm a humble man. I can't see anything. But I'm on Instagram. Congratulations, I'm on Instagram. I don't ever use it. I follow like 12 people, most of which I know IRL. Yeah, I'm tired of it. This is what happens when I start talking. You guys start distracting me and yeah, I got VOD reviews to do. I can't see squat. I don't even remember what the last VOD I did. Have I done, chat, have I done this one? I don't think I've done this one. Anyone sliding in those DMs?
Anyone sliding in those DMs?
What are you referring to? No? I mean, do I look like I have any DMs right now? See, I mentioned this earlier in the Discord. It is so weird to wake up in the morning. First off, I've been like off of social media, like basically the whole day, like the last couple of days, like barely checking Twitter, like once or twice a day, no Reddit, no Discord, and I don't have to. It's great. I don't have to. Okay. But I wake up, I check my Discord DMs. I had one Discord DM from my brother-in-law about music, something unrelated to Overwatch. It's been 13 hours since I've checked Discord, and I have one message completely unrelated to Overwatch. My hand hurts. That's so strange for me. That has not been the case for like 2 years. It's bizarre. It's kind of nice, actually. Like, I don't know. Spilo? Yeah, I don't remember doing this. I don't remember doing this one. So a lot of things have happened, you know, since 9/29. I guess about 2 months. Mostly revolving around her HP nerf, which is obviously pretty significant in the fact that, you know, like the thing with the HP nerf, it doesn't feel like a lot. And it doesn't really affect things like a Hanzo shooting you or, you know, Widowmaker. It does affect Widowmaker duels a little bit. But the biggest impact is it just makes Widow significantly squishier to dive and mobile threats. Like, you go in with Genji, you go in there, you get your dash, right-click melee, and I think that's a one-shot now. Even if you don't hit headshots with the shurikens. Whereas before it was not. You know, Tracer, it's significantly easier to one clip. It's like just how like McCree was significantly better against Tracer with the 225 HP. You subtract the 25 HP, and now he's significantly easier. It's kind of like that. Like, you know, Winston can essentially almost one-shot you with the landing damage plus Tesla Cannon. Like significantly reduces the time to kill. Wrecking Ball, he boops, slams, and you're already basically dead. Like, there's a lot of things that, like, just, it's like that threshold, right? To where even though it's only 25 HP, going from 500 to 475 isn't that much, but going from 200 to 175, the threshold is significant there. So she's a lot harder to play. She's a lot more punishing. I don't think it's a good nerf for her, but I don't have a lot of other suggestions. Maybe having a longer time between, like, taking longer to fully charge up a shot might be a better nerf, but I haven't put enough thought for me to say that confidently. So, yeah. You're on this 5'3" thing, man. It's disturbing me. Anyway, so we're gonna go over this VOD. I've climbed a lot since you last reviewed me. My VOD is a close loss, but it's pretty much the best I can do at the moment. I think my mechanics are adequate, but I feel colonize. That's honestly disturbing. Colonize. There's a lot of ways you could take that to be insulting. Thank you for the sub. 13 months. Wow. Speaking of 13 colonies, right? That's 13 colonies in America, right? 13 colonize. Okay. I think my mechanics are adequate, but I feel lost in positioning at times. I think my infra site usage sucks. My target party summons doesn't help my team when time. Okay. Okay. We do this. Hey, it's still there. Nice. I was concerned that this would no longer function. I have to put in my headphones. Hey, Frosted. Shut up, Frosted. Nobody cares what you think. Get colony, sir. Yeah, well, whatever.
I'd rather go armor.
We switched to
But hey,
okay.
that sounds gross. Swooshy today. Somebody just sent me a hair check. I can't see squat. It was pretty poofy, but it wasn't quite as swooshy, if you know what I'm saying. The Haze video is good. Okay, let's go.
Your comfort for first, just leave it. Just normally. You normally play it big on this.
Oh, we have to
This
start
is the lit comp, I'm
You can
telling
map,
you
you
right
can
now.
map if you
This
want
is
to map.
hella
We
lit.
can zen map if you want.
Rangs, you're literally our target call here.
Okay,
You're
no,
literally our target.
I'll go.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Wait, I should be able to snipe this.
Actually, so
Zen.
wait, what is that?
There's your hair check.
Oh my god.
That's a Zen.
I'm just gonna rest that.
someone's right side. Someone's here. Pulling.
Okay.
Listen, right side.
Winston, right side.
I'm gonna blow your mind, chat. I'm going to blow your mind. Blow it! Okay. Overwatch is a game of pressure and space. Pressure is you hitting your shots and use your cooldowns correctly and not dying so that you can stay live longer to put up pressure. And space is like controlling all the good spots in the map and you position yourself to control space. So I want you to think of Widowmaker as not necessarily somebody who gets kills so much as somebody that uses long sight lines to scare enemies into moving into bad locations. And if she kills somebody along the way, great. And what she does is she sets her team up to take less damage and to do more damage by making the enemy go in bad spots for them to shoot, make them look at her and run away instead of looking at your team and shooting them, and then ultimately put themselves in spots where they are going to be easy to dive or shoot or spam or swing on or corner or whatever. So like right now,
Wait, what is
as Widowmaker,
Oh my god.
That's a Zen.
I'm just gonna rest that.
let's just assume that they don't have a Widowmaker of their own. Let's say that there are no threats that you have to play careful around, okay? Your entire job as Widowmaker, if there's no threat, stop using my emote that way, is to scare the enemy team and bully them. It's to put out damage, it's to put out threat, it's to make them hide, it's to make them run away. Okay?
Someone's right side. Someone's here. Someone's here. Pulling.
Okay, okay, okay.
Winston right side.
Winston right side.
This gob. Monkey.
Yeah, he's one.
What latency are
Team
you
one
on?
right side. I'm trying to touch him.
Someone's right side.
Why is
Someone's
that
here.
delayed so
Someone's here.
much?
Pulling.
Okay, okay, okay.
Winston right side.
I don't think
Winston
your latency is
right
that
side.
high.
This gob.
Yeah, 25 ms.
Monkey.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
he's
no,
one,
it was
he's
just
one,
weird.
he's one.
Team one right side. I'm trying to touch him.
Monkey's behind us to the right. Monkey's
I
behind
got him.
He's
No
one,
reason.
he's one.
Ash is low.
I need heals.
Pulling,
I need heals.
pulling.
I can't. You get Ash place low.
Yeah, I'm good.
You got ult.
I'm about to pull right side in 4
Oh,
seconds.
D.Va's
Got
hot.
him.
2, 1. I'm pulling Ash.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice, nice, nice. D.Va's low.
Yeah.
Nice.
Widow's far left.
I see.
It's like the audio or something's desynced.
He's not far
I
left.
can
yeah,
rest that.
yeah.
Can I get a shield? Can I get a shield for the rest?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Or a body?
I'm just moving up here.
I'm actually.
Where you at, bananas?
Why grapple? Like, they're all dead. So, like, in this entire instance, you haven't really hit any critical hits, okay? Not great, okay? I think maybe things like your target priority could have been a little better. Like, there's a Zen jiggle peeking, you missed a shot there. Stop using my emote like that! Don't call me boss! I mean, you do, but don't do it disrespectfully. It just comes across as, like sarcastic or whatever. Like, also, who comes in here into my stream, partnered streamer, flaunting that stupid checkmark, uses your own emote without context? Gamer Talk, thanks for the follow. I don't even know who you are. And not only that, your emote, you look like some 5-year-old girl. Okay.
Follow.
Take position. Go.
Yeah, okay, I'll hold it. We only
Yeah,
have
it's on
Messi
that
there.
side now.
I was considering. Yeah, nah. That you're.
He's got ult.
This is
I'm
fine.
pulling window in
I mean, this is
3.
predictable, but this is
Nah,
fine.
just-
I'm pulling window. No.
Oh, that's helpful! Thank you for throwing your Venomine in the general proximity of your team.
Pressure that shield. Pressure that shield.
Shield's broken, shield's broken.
How the
They
heck
know where
does
I
she
am.
have sights?
I'm pulling Ash.
Monkey's
But behind us.
No. When the enemy widow has sights, and you cannot. Okay. When the enemy widow has sights, and you can't. Obviously, there's nowhere you can't mirror sights. You need to find an angle to where she can't really comfortably shoot you, but you can still pressure your team. For example, right here, this is Junkertown, right? Okay, Junkertown here, and here's the payload going this way. Okay. And the Widowmaker just pops sights somewhere in this general vicinity here. What I would actually do is instead of playing here, because she can easily shoot you from, here or here or here or here, right? This is no good. What I want you to do is I want you to actually move. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to use the same color. I want you to move this way, and you could actually take an angle going this direction, okay? Some positioning over here. Not quite here. This would probably be close. You probably want to play closer to here. And what this does is it means that anytime that Winston dives your team or the D.Va pressures or anything like that, that you could get a bead on them. You could even do it from in this little doorway here. And what it does is it limits from where the Widow can see you. She can only see you from here. So you can kind of hard scope in that corner and or just check here. The problem with staying here is she can shoot you from a million different spots. So if you can't mirror sights, sorry, are the dogs still barking in my chat? Okay. then you need to find a position where you can position safely
Behind us,
around the
Widow's
sites.
above.
Because like right now you're like
Bridge.
you're
Gotta
like
get shit on.
Monkey, Discord.
They're
Discord,
rezzing.
monkey.
I just don't know. Like I guess good job, but that just shouldn't happen. That just shouldn't happen. Like that won't happen.
You're playing way too close.
Viewers, right?
I know.
Flexing point, flexing point.
Like I mean, a
Zin,
nice shot, but
I
just
got the mercy. I got the mercy.
I need
just
to
shouldn't
look back
happen.
up.
Like
Divas one, Divas one, Divas one.
also, please,
Rezzing.
Pulling Ash, pulling Ash.
please, if Widow is res, that becomes your number one priority. The Widow is what's stopping you from killing the entire enemy team. If you can position it in a way to where you can kill everybody and ignore a Widow, then do that. But most of the time, you're gonna have to deal with the Widow first, then her team. Again, if you can position yourself in a way where you can kill her team without dealing with the Widow, then do that. But you can't do that here.
In the little bridge. Gotta
Viewers, right?
get shit on.
Monkey, Discord.
They're
Discord,
rezzing.
monkey.
You're playing
Like
way
a
too
Widow's
close.
res.
Ranks.
I know.
Flexing point, flexing point. Zin,
I'm
Zin,
resting.
I got the
Zin.
mercy.
Gaby,
This one,
nice
exactly
one,
what I
Snammer.
wanted to do. Wait, Zin is overextending.
Don't
I'm
question
pressuring
my
Zin.
command.
Oh shit.
You're on your own. You're on your own.
Yeah. Where the fuck did he come from?
Monkey's Discord.
Oh, he's
Ooh,
won.
you are on your own.
Oh, that's so grave.
Ben's Discord.
Oh,
Ben's
nice.
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 Can you help me here?
Okay, she knows where you are. She knows where you are. I assume they're still on Widow. Change position,
Ah,
pop
I'm
sites.
sorry, I'm gonna die.
Divas Discord.
Okay, there's an app.
So I don't like this. I don't like this chat. What is site? Somebody in chat and whatever his name is, Banana, stupid Banana. I swear Australians have fewer brain cells than they do teeth. I want Bananas to answer this question as well. What is the DP? What is the ultimate use for? Like what should he be doing with this ultimate right now? What should he be doing with it? Check the one windows from talented me. I'm busy right now, Sam. Sorry. Combo with Graviton. Get out of here. Flanking. Yeah, exactly. It's information. So what it does is it automatically means the enemy team has to or play more conservatively because it's not just you that gets information, it's your entire team. So what's the problem with this right here? Or what needs to happen right now? You can play more aggressive. Yeah. You need to get something out of this. Even if you don't get kills, you don't need kills, but you need to be more aggressive with what's
Ash
going
on
on
the high
here.
ground.
Like, are they even on Widow anymore?
Monkey's
I
one.
got the Ash.
Like, she's just a moron. Like, she doesn't even have to shoot you. She could just AFK and shoot your tanks for free who are like going in, but instead she peeks you because she's just brain dead, blithering idiot.
Mercy's one.
But right now you're stationary. They're literally running away and you're completely stationary.
Can you guys see her?
Yes. This is what should be happening.
Pressuring Diva, I'm pressuring Diva.
Trace
Oh,
is
I
low
fucked
in
my
there.
jump.
Because okay, you didn't get a whole lot done there, but you bait the Tracer, you force a Mercy Pocket, maybe you hit that shot because you have the drop under. There's a lot but play more aggressively around your sites. Especially if they don't have a Widow to mirror or a sites to mirror. You should be playing more aggressively around your sites. Not a million times more aggressively, just more aggressively. You could get away with it. Oh no, they're pushing towards where I'm flanking. I'm going to run away. You know that ahead of time. You don't have to guess. You know. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't like this right here. Like
Messi
you're
did
waiting for a Tracer to peek. Like just
Oh,
go.
Zin's
Help
Just
Koala,
go.
help Koala, help
No, stop! Why are you waiting for like a brief 1 in a million shot? Go. Peek main. Go under. Come here. Wait for grapple and come up here. Something, please.
I'm okay.
Got him. Diva.
Your job isn't to sit there and mark the Tracer.
Baby Diva.
You need to be aware of where she is and react to her when she's pressuring you, but you don't just sit AFK and wait for her to do something.
Zen.
Yeah, I'm pressuring them.
I'm off that.
You're not good at that.
Getting the hallway.
Yep, that's good.
Monkey.
Yeah, burn him.
Keep ranks up. Fuck
Burn
monkey.
him,
Fuck
burn him,
monkey.
burn him, burn him.
Monkey's one.
Nice. Oh, Zin's so broken.
Got an Ash.
Ash to high ground.
Whoa.
Nice.
Thanks, bananas.
That's okay.
Your brain because you can't bot. That's good for
Any tips to use sites for that? I mean, just use sites when a team fight is about to happen or is starting to happen. Don't pop sites between fights unless it's really important that you take some really important space on the map that you need to get the enemy team to run away from. Like you could maybe pop sites and Havana first as you guys are pushing cart underneath that high ground to make them like drop off of high ground. But like sites gets you space because smart enemies will back off or play it really careful, which allows your team to push up and take space away. It's like bongo, You know, you either go in and ignore the bongo and risk dying to it, or you run away and you wait it out. It's the same thing with sights. Sights is literally bongo. It's just in a different way. It's not worse or better than bongo. It's just sights. Depends on the meta. But it has the same context of the enemy team doesn't want to play around infocytes. It's cheating. It makes it really hard.
Let's go get this next high ground.
And I don't agree with the concept of using sights selfishly. Like, if you're using, like, sights should be used right before a team fight, where you will find the most value about it. If you're using sights between team fights to get one extra kill, maybe.
Yo, could you not do stream while I'm in
Shut
the
up,
shower?
Prime. Nobody cares what you think.
Making me
Shut up, Prime. Nobody
valuable
cares what you think.
info.
Shut up, Prime. Nobody cares what you think. I am not nobody. So I don't care about what you think. Do you follow the logic there? You decide to BM after a kill? Yes. And then teabag on the corpse. And then rage, then swap Bastion.
You're all on high ground.
I'm
Got the
with you,
mercy.
here.
Nice shot.
Just look around.
Okay, more aggressive.
D.Va,
More
D.Va,
aggressive
D.Va,
angle.
Rock.
Good.
D.Va 1, D.Va 1.
Oh, she's one.
Trace is up
She's
here
still
with
one,
us.
she's still one.
No, Trace is out.
Dead.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you, Bananas.
More aggressive. More aggressive, please. Especially because you have high ground.
Oh, yep.
You could Venomine this if you wanted to.
Trace it
She's
discard.
out.
More aggressive. More aggressive. More aggressive. More aggressive. Like, don't feed, but you're constantly lagging behind your team with aggression. That happened early on second, and it's happening early on third again. Where obviously you need to respect Tracer, but I would rather you constantly be aware of where Tracer's positioning and kind of have an eye on her and position more aggressively than for you to sit AFK in the back. Because the thing is you sitting AFK in the back doesn't even make you that much more safer. It is more safe for you to be aware of the Tracer and position more aggressively, because then you'll be in a better position to peel and you're doing more. No, I don't want to. I do care. I do care a great deal. I do care. I do care enough to. I don't care. I don't care. I can't. I don't care. I just don't care. I can't sit here and lie. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Guys, they're pushing us.
Where's
They're
coming?
pushing us.
Like, you're so passive. You're up 2. You have the high ground. Your tanks are with you. You're legitimately AFK.
Rock's coming to collapse.
He's pushed through. He's pushed through. He pushed through.
He's discarded.
Same tip that you use for Zen players against flickers? Yes, but for Widow it's even more important, because with Zen you can at least support your team from a distance, from a safer location. Like, you might not be able to like go aggressive and get picks and stuff and control angles in space, but you can use Discord and Harmony to help your team control angles in space, while your primary fire might not be doing a whole lot. Widow and you, as in, you also don't have mobility, so you're a little less flexible with how you're positioning yourself. Widow has, no support outside of her positioning and her threat. So if she's not positioning herself that she can threaten anybody, then she's useless. But she's useless. Like, you have been useless basically this entire time. You get 1 kill on Mercy, and then you've been completely AFK and worthless. Not because you've missed shots, just because you haven't put yourself in a position to hit any shots. To play aggressively, play aggressively, play aggressively, play aggressively on angles where you can be supported and when your team has space. If you do not have space, then you need to back away. And then obviously be aware of your grapple as well.
Ryan's on caught. Ryan's D.Va on caught.
Flaxing, big flax, big flax.
Ryan.
I took.
Mercy
Oh,
discord.
I got
Mercy
it.
again. No
discord.
rolls. No rolls.
Nice.
I'm throwing.
D.Va, D.Va, D.Va,
She
D.Va.
Val.
D.Va,
So
D.Va.
they used Val.
Tracer.
Stop
Tracer
ult tracking. Win the fight.
Pulse.
Now you can ult
Baby's
track.
one. Baby's one. Baby's
Maybe
one.
discord.
Bing, 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 bong. What else do we have? Good stats.
Trace is going up to you.
Okay.
Rolling
Win. No! 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 What's wrong with the sights, chat? Better use Venomine defensively or offensively? Defensively. Defensively, defensively, defensively. No, not up to. The fight is over. They're in spawn. This Widow pop sights to find the Tracer. That she's like right here. She's here.
It doesn't have any ult.
Zago.
Or here. Like, you're gonna find her anyway. It's over. Because you're not. Your team shouldn't sit in AFK and cart. They're gonna go find the Tracer. They're gonna go push the single, kill space. Find a new insult. The Incredible Dolt. That's your name. Your superhero name.
Pull dragon. Pull dragon.
Yeah, to you, Apollo.
I got it.
Follow, go with Zyko. Yeah.
Pull the dragon. Wait, just come all the way. All the way with me.
Nah, she's out. She's out. She's out.
She doesn't even die! You blithering idiot!
Zygo, here, dude. Zygo, you should probably go cut now. Yeah, Zygo, rotate cut.
Well, that was a
I'm
good
gonna drop
15
now.
seconds of them just waiting the walls out.
Hold this goal.
Oh yeah, right. It's a shame that we don't have sights now when the fights actually start. Like, they're not just waiting the sights out, you moron. Look at your own sights. You can see. Do you see what's happening back here? They're exiting spawn. They don't want to take a team fight now anyway. So let's say you pop sights 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now they're wanting to come out. Your sights are over now. Hello?
You should probably go cut now. Yeah,
Use it now! Now! They even went back and swapped ball! You moron! You moron! Oh, why?
I'm ready.
Good. This positioning is really good. I want you to venomine the right door as soon as you can, please, to give you information because they're running a lot of dive threats.
Wait, they don't?
I'm just doing that cut.
Lucio just got Lucio in his end. I'm dead.
Okay, do we switch?
I mean, so much, like your sights could have been legitimately earth-changing here. Life-shattering. Because we could have actually, like, seen how they were set up. Like, there would have been no surprises. Like, you don't get punished because you don't have sights, but you do less pressure, and your team gets punished.
Try kill this, Lucio. No.
I don't want to stay on double shield that's working.
I'm doing so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we've only lost one fight.
I'm just gonna switch Anna for a little bit more healing.
That's when
right?
we're supposed to switch. It's behind you.
Tracer?
Like, we've got
Yeah,
low
we
out,
have no
like,
ults.
Yeah, our backline's getting
Like,
railed though.
Wait, where did you use Venomine?
Yeah.
Why did you use Venomine at your
Our backline's
feet?
getting fucked. Try kill this, Lucio. No.
I don't want to stay on double shield that's
At first I thought, what? At first I thought it was because Lucio was like coming in the window after you, but he's like gone off and like visited Lala. He's dead. Never mind. You moron. What is Tracer gonna do? And jump on the high ground? No, it's gonna be here or behind you, and you Venomine neither.
So much.
You don't.
We've only lost one fight.
I'm just gonna switch Anna for a little bit more healing.
That's when
right?
we're supposed to switch. It's behind you.
Tracer?
Like, we've got
Yeah,
low
we have
out,
no
like,
ults.
Yeah, our backline's getting
thing,
railed
like, we-
though. Our backline's
Okay,
getting
I'll
fucking
just
railed.
play a bit more passively. I mean, I thought.
Your backline really wasn't getting railed. It was, you know, your Zen died to a D.Va bomb. And then your backline had no space because you wasted your info sites. Like, I get the logic. Yes, that comp that they're running is very good into yours. It's Sombra, Tracer, Dive. It's going to be rough. But, yeah.
My gun was correct, but I guess we'll just
No,
play
yeah, we are.
She's
no,
one.
I think you should control high ground.
Lucio's
This Sombra walks into your Widow Mine. She could see it, and she walks into it.
Yes. wait,
Sombra.
And you still die.
Sombra, I got double. Yeah, nice.
Oh fuck me.
Come to us. Come to us.
I can't.
dead.
Oh,
We're dead.
my gosh.
Die.
Okay, let's just go back and switch. We've got 0.
Oh my, wait, help rank. Wait,
Trade to Vantage.
By the way, Widow is probably the worst hero into their comp. I would legitimately rather play Zen with like a Brig than I would with a Widow. Because the problem with the Widow is for you to get value, you need to be able to A, control long sightlines, which there are really none here. At least none very good long sightlines. It's not like first point. Or 2, did I say A or B? Or 1? Or 2, you need to be able to take like really greedy flanks. Which into a Ball, Tracer, Sombra isn't going to work. So I think here, this is where you go Ashe, this is where you go McCree, this is where you'd want, like, you know, on a Brig with like a Cree Tracer of your own, and just keep your Orisa Sigma. Your Orisa Sigma aren't amazing into that, but they could do good work, and they're generally not the people that are going to be first dying. So I would prefer, like, you could run Orisa Zarya. There's a lot of things you could do here.
Back out. If we're switching, we do it now.
Back is fine.
Go switch. Go tanks. Go switch. Just go back and switch.
Tanks should not be the ones switching here, and going Genji is certainly not the answer.
Just switch.
Your Orisa Sigma aren't the problem. It's your Mercy Widow backline that are gonna get screwed. Your Sigma's fine. Like, your Sigma's not great into dive, but he's certainly better than Widow Mercy. Like, look at what you're having to do. Like, this what you're doing right now is the proper play, because there's no way for you to get any space, but it's just gonna feel terrible. And I also don't like this right now because what's happening in comms right now? What's happening in comms right now? Have you guys been listening the last couple minutes?
Thanks.
I don't want to switch.
Just switch.
Or
switching too?
rocked.
Dive.
Your team is talking about swapping and switching. Your tanks are right now. It's not just no fight plan. Your team is like in the process of like swapping. This is not like you're going for a really greedy flank without Venomine, without support, without grapple. Will half your team in spawn, like almost half your team in spawn. You'd go Torb, Kree, Batbrick. Yeah, that'd be really good against these guys. Yep, that'd be a very good comp against these guys. Orisa, Sigma, Torb, Kree, Batbreak would be great. You could run Orisa, Zarya as well. Zarya is kind of a sleeper pick in the dive. She's not good into like hardcore dive if she has to peel a lot. But if you have like a Bat-Brig backline where you don't need a lot of peel, Zarya is a little bit safer than Sigma. And generally Grav is a little better to use than Flux into some of these dive hero comps. Hey, Jat.
Almost have Flux, almost have Flux.
He's there. I can't.
We're gonna throw this lane. Just
like look what you're doing. Like right now, instantly punished. Like your team was in no position to be able to support you. You didn't communicate. You didn't say anything, and you did it while your team was in spawn. So now you've just staggered your team an additional 12 seconds.
We need to switch.
Congratulations.
Are
you swapping? Okay, you are swapping. Okay.
Monkey.
So I can better deal with their.
Yeah.
Did you want to go on as then?
Wait, Tracer is good in their comp as well. Tracer, you could play like a spammier comp and just play Tracer with it. Like you guys notice that Tracer's like been a mainstay for almost every single meta outside of the Kree Brig meta most recently. It's because you could just play Tracer in anything. Like you play Tracer with spam and doom and like bully flanks. Like you could have played like Bat Brig there with Orisa Sigma, play Tracer and just permanently shoot their tanks or permanently shoot their Tracer to where they make it really hard for them to dive. And then you just win because your tanks and supports have more spam.
And drop it.
Tracer is the most OP DPS hero in the game right now. She might be the most OP hero in the game, period. Even more so than Bap, arguably. She's the most she has been the meta-defining hero for a long time. For a long time. Like, since she's been buffed, essentially. Because you could not play... No, not Sigma. Not since Sigma has been harshly nerfed. No, Sigma is not broken. Sigma is just the better off-tank in spam wars, that's all. And then as soon as Hog gets any sort of love, he instantly replaces Sigma. But yeah, Tracer has been broken since they adjusted the fall-off range. She makes it so Bap Zen is essentially unplayable. Zen Mercy is not very good. She made it so that Zen Brig was the meta. Like anytime you see Brig, it's not because Brig is overtuned, it's because you have to play Brig because Tracer's too strong. I told you guys this 6 months ago, and everybody made fun of me. Yet if you look at every single meta, we've had Moira Lucio with the Reaper Sombra, we've had Zen Brig, we've had Bat Brig, we've had some Bap Zen, but very little Bap Zen. We've had Ana Mercy, but no Zen Mercy. You're going to continue to see most metas with a very undiveable or difficult to dive backline as long as Tracer remains unnerfed. Doesn't Brig make dive unplayable into bunker though? I mean, she makes it difficult to play, yes. I mean, she's the reason why you have to play Brig. You can, like, do you think that Bat Zen is that much better than Bat Brig? Or Bat Brig is that much better than Bat Zen? I mean, Bat Brig provides very clear win conditions over Bat Zen. But the reason why teams don't play Bat Zen isn't just because, oh, Brig is better than Zen on off angles and for spam wars. I mean, it's close. But it's because if you play Bat Zen, they just play Tracer and you're done. Brig is a quote-unquote, I said this, a necessary evil because Tracer is too strong. You cannot play Bap Zen into Tracer. The only places you play Bap Zen are maps where Tracer is very difficult, and even then, hey Boom, thanks for the sub. And even then, you often have to run a Tracer of your own just to mirror the enemy Tracer so your backline can survive. Isn't Bap the reason why Double Shield is making a comeback? I mean, Bap buffs certainly helped, yes. But the reason Double Shield is making a comeback is because teams could play, because Brig got a buff to where she could deal with dive again. When Brig went from 200 to 225 HP, people said, now we have a hero that can actually deal with dive, now we can play Double Shield. Whereas before, with the 200 HP Brig, Brig was harder to play into die because she was a lot squishier. But with a less squishy Brig, you have a less squishy backline. With a less squishy backline, you can go for greedier front lines, which is the Orisa Sigma. Orisa Sigma weren't buffed. Orisa's not a particularly strong. Like Orisa's not even that strong. That's why you're seeing a lot. You're seeing like some ball Sigma stuff right now. It's because Orisa's not super strong. But Brig being buffed again allowed double shield to be played again, whereas it but couldn't before because Tracer just dive just pooped on it. Not to mention power creep with Winston, power creep with D.Va, along other heroes. Brawlier comp. Well, the problem with Brawlier comps is that Brawlier comps are okay, and they were good for a little bit, but Moira got nerfed. What else got nerfed? Moira got nerfed. That was a big one. Moira getting nerfed. And also, Orisa got her 50 HP back. So this Brawlier comps like Winston, D.Va, Ryan D.Va stuff, that was strong for a little bit, but then Orisa went from 400 to 450 HP, which meant that she wasn't as bad into Brawlier comps. And Moira got nerfed. Moira Sustain got nerfed. And Moira was kind of like the Brawly healer because she didn't require peel. She built up her ult really fast. Like, there's a reason why Moira was played there. Like, she's not a busted hero, but in that meta, she's very strong. No, she got nerfed. Moira recently got buffed back slightly, but her resource expense got nerfed significantly. Like, this is like September, I think, or October. Her puff resource got nerfed pretty hard. Would you say reverting tracer fall off be a quick fix? Reverting tracer fall off, and then making sure that Brig, like, you would need to revert tracer fall off, and you would need to nerf Orisa probably back to 400 HP, and you would need to revert the BAP changes, like the BAP DPS changes, maybe nerf its ultimate again. So you need to nerf Orisa, BAP, and Tracer at the same time. Why is double shield being played despite that 200 HP Brig? It's not 200 HP Brig, it's 225 HP Brig. The recent patch of Contenders that was played last week or the week before was played on previous patch, 225 HP Brig. With 200 HP Brig, you might still see Brig, but if you still see Brig, it's because teams are forcing Zen. And you can't play Zen without Brig, because Zen just instantly dies. So, yeah, you might still see Brig when she's 200 HP, but you'll probably see less of her. Yes, the nerf where her HOT didn't last as long. That was a significant nerf.
No, I shoot that, Zyro. Put a standard shield down.
That looks like an Ash Mercy.
I'm down here, by the way, Apollo.
Actually
Just
gonna
look at me.
shoot,
And I'm talking about pro meta.
Apollo, look at me.
So I don't know what it's like in
Yeah,
ranked.
Ash
But everybody
Mercy.
whines about Brig.
Jesus.
Someone's far left side.
Was that Ryan?
I think Ryan's far left side.
Sombra Ash.
This is why you don't buff things when something needs a nerf. Oh, Tracer's not strong enough. Let's buff her. When, you know, Moira and Orisa and Brig were the issues. Not Tracer. Tracer was fine. Tracer did not need a buff, a fall. It makes zero sense that she can snipe me from midway across the map. It makes zero sense.
He runs far left
Yeah,
side.
there he is, there he
I
is.
got the Ash.
Pull him up,
Oh,
pull him up.
huge pull.
Monkey
Right,
missed
right.
orb.
Monkey.
Yeah, I'm pressuring Monkey. Monkey,
Monkey.
keep it on him. Keep it on him.
Ash,
Nice.
just-
They got a
Holy-
Widow.
Wow.
The Widow's top left.
Okay, so you needed to know that they had a Widow. This is important information that you missed, and it costs your life. So you controlling this angle is obviously really good. Like, you can kind of see the results right there. What were Ash and Mercy doing that entire time? Basically nothing. They were terrified. They were positioned poorly, not doing any damage, not doing anything. But because you didn't know that they had a Widow, you got sniped and killed. Why? Because she knew that you were there. Why? Because you were staying in the same position. I don't recommend you necessarily having to change positions here all that much, except if they have a Widow, right? If they have a Widow, it becomes this question of, oh, she knows I'm here, so now I'm at risk, right? And every time you peek, it gets more and more and more and more dangerous.
Left Widow's top left.
Yeah, I see it.
Shotless fucking fly.
You
Come back, come
really
back, all the way
needed to
back,
know
take
that they had a
Back up,
Widow.
back up, back up.
I'm gonna go take high ground.
Oh, you can't. You're gonna die.
Wait, who's this? Who's this?
Reinhardt.
He's one.
Widow's one behind the bus.
Help you Sigma, help you Sigma.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh Jesus. There's a monkey all the way behind us. Can you see?
Yeah, right side.
Here's
Ash
one.
is
Here's
one.
one.
Anyone can touch
This is one
Ash?
on the right.
I
This is one.
can't touch point, I'm not there.
Help you Sigma, help you Sigma.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh Jesus. There's a monkey all the way
I
behind
don't know
us.
why you peeked back here when you had 5 ammo and their Widow is dead. There's no reason for you to play safe anymore.
Yeah, right side.
I mean, I understand you were
Yeah.
reloading, but you still had another
One,
shot. You
one.
could have prevented this res from occurring.
Anyone can touch
This is one on
Ash?
the right.
I can't touch point. I'm not there. You're gonna
Wait,
need
break
Listen,
bubble,
there's
break
still
bubble,
one.
break
Oh,
bubble,
you
break
need to
bubble.
go
Mercy
point.
one, break bubble for me.
Oh,
Follow on
round
point.
one, round
Follow
one,
on
round one.
Follow on point.
Yeah, I'm trying to touch point.
No, you're not.
bubble.
Where's on point?
I'm touching now, I'm touching now.
What the hell's around?
Why are you venoming? There's a time and a place, mate.
Get
I
on
have
point.
no sight. Alright, I'm outie.
Unlucky. I have flux, I have flux.
So I mean, you hit some shots. So weird reload there when you really needed to prevent that res. If you prevent that res, you win the point. It's really unfortunate.
Alright, let's take high ground and try to keep it.
Are we still double
Make sure they
shooting?
don't push.
It's good if we can set up on the side.
Please do not peek this. Please do not.
But we're down a couple, and Zago. Oh my
Ple-
goodness.
This is why you don't peek this. Everyone falls asleep. Oh, I'm safe. No, you're not. Smart snipers will go. They're down a bunch. Push up and take space. Let's do something crazy because there's no. But what are they gonna do? They're gonna be down a bunch. They're not gonna be able to punish me. Like they control this area. You cannot contest this. You have no shield. You have no pressure. They have nobody else to distract them for them to shoot at. They are literally all focused right here, and your Orisa gets punished for that. The fact that you're even peeking this is a throw. This is what you were not doing in your attack. You have an advantage. You would sit AFK. You'd be sitting on a cart, or you'd be sitting peeking down here. In AFK. Push up. Take space. Now, right now, you're down a bunch. You're losing this fight. If you die here, this will be called a stagger, and I will break my desk with my hands.
Sure.
Stop. 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 No, you get no credit for that. Nothing. No. That is dumb as rocks. And the worst part about this is they're going to res this. So you've accomplished essentially nothing. Why? Because you cannot contest the res. Why? Because you're down a bunch.
Widow sitting main, she's one.
Blithering idiot. No concept of common sense. Taking a fight as 6. Shame on you. Shame on you. I'm telling you guys, this is not an advanced Overwatch concept. I'm so sick and tired of having to pretend like this is some big brain strategy that Coach Spilo has the edge on everybody else. This is just common sense. Can you imagine playing basketball or soccer and starting a play while you've got a teammate in the sideline, multiple teammates on the sideline? Can you imagine even throwing the ball from out of bounds to inbounds? Doing even you don't even start anything. Can you imagine a goalie? Oh, he stopped the goal, and 2 of his teammates run over to grab water, and he, throws it down. Oh, it'll be fine. They're not going to be anywhere near the goal. It doesn't matter. They're going to kick it all the way back to your goal without being contested because they're down 2. So yes, by the time you get, they come back from water, they won't have scored a goal yet, but you'll have let them cross all that distance for free. That's what we're looking at here. You don't play the game without your teammates. Don't give me with the actual details. I'm just making an example, okay? Give me a break. You don't peek without tanks, without support. This is not playing the game smart. This is like playing that game Trivial Pursuit and taking a quiz show question with, your brother and your teammates in the bathroom. Oh, we missed the question, too bad. Well, I knew the answer. If you just waited for me, we could have done it as a team. Just so stupid. And you just staggered yourself like an addition. You and your Orisa just staggered yourself like an additional 15 seconds. Which means that they will all push the cart all the way to here. You guys might not even be able to leave spawn. You guys might actually not even get a good recontest. Because of one stupid mistake. But it's such an egregious mistake. It's like saying, Hitler just screwed up once, guys. It was honestly just Germany. I mean, it was just the whole thing with Germany. Outside of that, he was a pretty decent guy. No.
I have no space.
You don't get a
to
pass
anything
for
right
that.
now.
I'm sorry.
Probably maybe go Ash.
Look. Nice job. Good kill on the Ash, idiot. Good kill. Nice job.
If
And your Hanzo's dead,
so
too.
Ash, we have no contest.
Your Hanzo must run away.
I'm gonna switch.
Your Hanzo survives.
I think we have to switch.
Yeah, I'm
support.
switching.
I'm not saying be AFK and spawn, but run all the way to such a safe location that only a idiot would get away with. Like right now, that Widow, after she killed you, was so far aggressively pushed that she got killed for free, right? There is such a thing as pushing an advantage too far, which you wait for. But you were the one pushing it too far. Like, for example, if they were peeking spawn right now and your team was here, they would die. And you would be fine. Even if you got shot, it'd be okay.
No, but that's the plan. We're switching the card.
Son of a gun, dude.
Just wait there, dynamite out or no?
Pop sites. Please pop sites. Please pop sites. Thank you.
Huge rock, huge rock.
Okay,
There's a mercy in there. There's a mercy in here.
Yep. I've got nano.
She's one.
I'm just gonna nano use Zaga.
Nice.
Probably don't need it.
Just break the bubble. Break the bubble. Break the bubble.
Break the bubble. Monkey one.
Good angle, good positioning, good stuff. Good sights as well.
Anna Discord, Anna Discord.
And a Discord on point.
Come on, Anna.
Alright, push up. Push. They're an idiot. Just kill bomb.
I can burn him.
Yeah, I'll help.
Nice.
Shit!
Mikey's one on the mega.
I'm coming back on Genji.
You guys aren't losing this, are you?
Can't hear you in there, Zaga.
She got the mega though. Ash got the mega.
There's still an Ash in here.
Watch out for that widow, watch out for that widow.
What a staggering bitch. She's
Ash
literally dead.
Discord.
There's no way she gets out, nice.
They're gonna have Did they use nano yet?
Yes, yeah, they nanoed
Yep.
Ryan.
Yeah, they did.
And they
Okay.
lost Shatter.
Alright, cool.
What else did they use? They used Bob, they used Valk. So
Yep.
they can only have walls and primal.
Alright. So they'll probably primal on you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Well, safe grapple.
I don't like this movement that you're doing, this nervous ticking. You're holding an angle, you're holding a shot. Don't move. The only time you need to be moving is if you're unsure of where the Widow's taking her shot. Like right here, there's really only one spot that she can peek you and kill you. It's right here. She's not going to be here because your team will shoot her. She's not going to be here. She's not going to be here because there's something in the way. It's literally just here. So why are you making the shot harder for yourself than you need to be? Stand still.
I'll keep this flank free.
Let me know if you healed. Need to
Stand still. What are you even aiming at? Why is your crosshair here? This makes no sense. Why is your crosshair here? The shot's here, dimwit.
Yeah, we'll do.
We forced that
Monkey
Winston
already
shield
used
there.
bubble.
Now change positions. She knows where you are.
I need heals, I need Sigma's heals.
Yeah, I got you.
The Ash.
Monkey Discord, Monkey Discord, Monkey Discord. Nice.
Mercy one, resing. Got her.
What is that?
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna
Don't
push
worry,
right
I'm the better widow. It's fine.
Okay, they've got walls. They've got walls. Okay, they've got walls. Rhino
What's the mistake here, chat?
Monkey Discord. Nice.
Mercy one, resing. Got her.
What is that?
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna
Don't
push
worry,
right
I'm the better widow. It's fine.
Okay, they've got walls. Okay, they've got walls.
What's the mistake right here? Really important mistake. It's not the first time we've seen this mistake. There's your hint. Not pushing aggression. Okay, boy, this is a fun one. Chat. I've got two conflicting opinions. Not pushing aggression and he's peeking walls. Both of those can't be right. So what's the answer then? Because they just popped walls, but they're down 2. So what's the answer? Can there be a compromise? Could this person maintain aggression without peeking walls? What do you guys think? Well, he knows where the widow is, or has an approximate estimate of where the widow is. Right? Yeah, if he could reposition to the right. Like right now, he even does it briefly here. And this would largely reduce the chance that a widow kills you.
Monkey Discord, Monkey Discord. Nice.
Mercy one, resing. Got her.
What is that?
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna
Don't
push
worry,
right
I'm the better.
Right here. Just stay here. Stay here. Take a couple pot shot at the Rhine. You could even drop down if you wanted to, or go even further to the right. But there's no reason for you to go back wide left to shoot the right
Better
now.
widow. It's fine.
Okay, they've got walls. Okay, they've got walls. Rhino cut. One.
And I would not peek this.
Nice.
There's no reason for you to peek it once you've already got the win. Just wait outside, then go.
This one.
Oh, so much high ground control right now. Holy.
Yeah, it's good. I've got nano.
No, that's you can too.
I'll try and save it for Blade, but we'll probably.
Okay, they've switched to ball, so I just have to.
They're mad at me, dude.
Do I nano? I might just
Try
nano
and check.
Twilight, I guess.
We got a song.
Are you gonna scope in? Or are you gonna hold an angle? Or are you gonna jump around like an absolute clown? Like what's going on here?
Yeah. Just keep ranks up. Just fucking keep ranks up, man.
And you can
Hello? Are we gonna play the game?
one shot their widow or something.
Ball's kind of
Twilight,
feeding.
nano.
What are you doing? So first off, I could make a very good argument that you're playing too passive here.
Let me do
That
it.
you should be peeking here and looking for an early pick, especially because they have like basically no dive threats outside of ball who can actually engage you here. Like you could be playing here. Or you could be playing here and go for a grapple shot when you hear that they're engaging. So you're just sitting AFK in the same spot. Okay, you suck, but we know that already. At the very least, hold an angle. He's penning his like. I mean, honestly, that he might as well.
Right check. We got a smoke. We don't have a smoke. Okay. Just keep ranks up. Just fucking keep ranks up.
And you can just go one shot there, Widow or something.
Ball's kind of feeding.
Like, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, I missed.
Yeah, very nice.
I think
D.Va
I'm
just
there.
He actually stands in and scopes in for a shot on a ball directly in front of where he could be getting shot by the Widow. He doesn't even have the dignity to position himself conservatively properly. He stands out in the open in the worst possible angle and just assumes that I'm not going to get shot. Because goodness knows snipers wouldn't peek when their tank's going, right? That's not how the game's played.
I guess I could if you wanted to.
I have
run in, I'll
flux
just go
ready.
harass them.
Wait till they engage on me and then I'll flux.
Idiot, this would is so
Because they're
stupid.
gonna dive me again. Okay?
Nice, man.
Nice.
I saw that.
All this gold.
Fluxing.
You
all the way-
saw what? You hiding behind a corner? Like, congratulations, you can hit the broadside of a barn.
Bugged. It bugged. Fuck.
Ball
Fine,
disco.
fine.
Ball one. Ball's one.
I'm gonna ult this. Can I ult this?
Ball's disgorged.
Why?
Now you qual.
Why would you ult this?
No, not yet.
We
Not
don't
yet.
need it.
Push
I'm gonna
up!
ult their backline.
I'm
Push up.
gonna get it with one more dash.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we don't
my
need it,
God.
I don't think.
Oh
No,
my
that's good.
god.
Oh, that's a little too fucking small.
Alright, it's alright.
Try to delay D.Va's
Don't
ult.
repeat. Don't repeat.
I'm
Don't
pretty-
repeat. Or ask for shield.
I'm pretty much ready now if you
Yeah.
want to.
No. Let them engage. Okay, we have to push it. Wait, we all?
What's the sleep?
Those sites was okay just because they were like in the habit process of engaging or positioning aggressively. This sites wasn't bad. But you're just
Shit, my name.
D.Va disgorged. D.Va.
Yeah, I'm on D.Va. I'm on D.Va. I'm on D.Va. D.Va 1, D.Va
push
1,
up,
D.Va 1
push
on
up,
point.
push up,
D.Va 1
push
on
up,
point.
push up, push up,
Nice.
push up,
Oh, damn it.
push up,
They're gonna res that Ash.
push up. You just sit in the same spot. You've got cement boots glued onto you. You're playing it to double sniper with a single ball. And you just stand there in the worst possible angle and re-peek angles frequently, essentially making it a reflex test to who's going to win the Widow duel. I wouldn't go below. That's a little sketch into the ball. But yeah, you're right. Like, go here, please. Like, you have options. Go for a grapple shot or something. Like, I don't know, man. You're standing so predictably. Like, she knows you're peeking here. So what do? You grapple here, and you take a shot from above. She just knowing it, you can already pre-scope where she is before you even like peek over the corner. That's how you win duels. You don't win duels by having better mechanics. I mean, obviously that helps. But you win duels by being smarter than they are. You're not putting any thought at all to how you're positioning right now.
Widow's one.
So like, I guess part of my job here is to teach you some. But honestly, as it is with most coaching, 99.9%, I teach a little bit,
We've got cold.
and then mostly just holler at you to start doing better at what you should know to do.
You don't need to push. You don't need
Nah,
to push.
grapple's lame.
Just try and
Like,
make out.
I'm not gonna give you a lot more information. You don't need more information. You just need to think. You know what I'm saying? You just need to think. You need to know that it is important that you think. Like, I'm not gonna break this down to one simple concept that you always need to apply. No, you just need to think. You need to think. You need to treat every scrimmage, every team fight as a problem that needs to be solved.
Yeah, come koala.
Oh, that's a shield. Don't pick that.
What if you don't know how? Well, he knows how now. He has at least a better idea how. Like, you have to understand that people playing this game learned how to play this game best while having zero previous information on it. Right? Like, it should be your job to not only, and this is, by the way, not just Widow players, this is across the board with anything in life, not just Overwatch. It should be your job, like your goal in life to, number one, learn as much as you can, and then apply as much as you can. And then, most importantly, the step that everybody seems to forget is solve with effort. Solve with effort. If I showed him this previous team fight and said, all right, you just died to the Widowmaker peeking you here. Is there anything that you could have done better to prevent you from getting killed? Chances are he'd probably come up with a couple of good solutions or things that he should try in the future, right? What if I told this person, I want you to focus on nothing but your positioning and give feedback in your positioning? Do you think that he'd improve? What if he wasn't sure what his mistake was, but he had a couple potential theories that he might want to try next game? All of those would have been better than what we've seen. It is okay for you to not know what you're doing, but there is no excuse for you to not solve with effort on anything that you're trying to do, at least anything that you're serious about getting good at. Now, if he doesn't know whether dropping is good or whether it's okay to go aggressive with angles or whether, I should do a grapple shot here or not, doesn't matter. Think about it, figure it out, then go try it and let me know what you see. That's how you improve. How do you think players first got the Grandmaster? Do you think they just turned off their brains? They had to figure it out. You guys now have life hacks. You have idiots like me that can open their mouth and go rah, 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 and give you like a bits of information that if you guys actually took and applied and worked on and like really worked, you'd be a lot better. Some of the best coaching I've done when I've worked with teams was not when I explained all the intricacies and the details and the best way to use Sigma Shift, but when I simply said, what are you doing? Turn your brain on and work. Focus on what you're doing. Solve the problem. I'm not giving you the solution. Fix it.
I have flux ready. When they're gonna dive me, I'm gonna flux the tanks.
Yep.
Right now, where's the best place for this widow to be positioned? Look at the composition and you guys tell me. Well, how should he position himself? Because if this player is not thinking about that right now, then he's throwing. I don't care if he makes the right decision, but if he's not thinking about it, then he's throwing. With the team conservatively. We've got a lot of different answers. A lot of mobility, right? A lot of mobility. So he needs to be careful, but he doesn't want to be too close to make it too easy for them to dive, but also he has to watch out for the widow positioning.
They're on trace now.
This will be tough.
They're definitely gonna dive. I'm fluxing now.
Nice.
Tanks,
I need help. I need help. I need help.
I missed
I'm on the monkey. I'm on the
Missed my
monkey.
grapple.
Flux.
Yeah.
Don't even push. Just try and back up. Help Koala.
Let's just go. Don't peek that.
Okay.
I have flux ready. When they're gonna dive me, I'm gonna flux the tanks.
There's a
They're on
tracer.
trace now, yeah.
They're definitely gonna dive. I'm fluxing now.
I honestly think this positioning is okay. He's playing conservatively, but he's still holding an angle. He's making it hard for them to dive him. The Winston can't reach him. The Lusu can only reach him by hardcore redditing, and even then he's wide out in the open for a while. And if he had properly, wait.
Tanks.
I need help.
Where was his Venomine?
What?
Koala, you don't need to push.
Yes, we put the Venomine card. If he actually Venomine behind him, or like anywhere, like, be here or down here, I would have been even more happy because that would have covered one of the angles that Tracer would have been coming from. So it would have forced recall basically for free. So I think where he's at is okay. He still has an angle, but it's a little bit safer.
Let's just go. Don't peek that.
You don't want to sit in the middle of your team because then because it's too easy for them to dive all of you. And not only that, but like how is it easier for a dive team to dive this? Or is it easier for a dive team to dive this? Let's say that you are defending and you are pink and the dive team is coming through the choke, right? Would you rather be like this or like this? I'm speaking in very general terms. Obviously there are exceptions. Or how about if he gave another option? How about this? Or how about this? like, this is going to be a little bit of a shock to you guys, but this is probably the worst one you could be positioned. Do you know why? Can anybody in simple terms explain, like, into dive, why this is probably the worst position that you could hold with most compositions? Assuming you're not playing, like, Moira, Reaper, Lucio. Why is this the worst position that you could do? No map control. What does map control mean? Can you explain it in simple terms? Winston has cleave. D.Va can DM one angle. Yeah. They could stage dives for free. Yeah, exactly. All they have to do is Winston D.Va go jump, and you're dead. They have to hide. They have to matrix one angle. They only have to hide from one source of damage. Whereas if they go, like, let's say here, this is a good example. As they stage a dive, maybe they're gonna get crossfired by this, or if they stage a dive here, they're gonna get crossfired by this. Like, they're gonna take so much damage as they're walking through a choke. Like, if you let me explain. If you position here, right here, as Widowmaker, the Winston dives you, and you instantly have to run away without doing any damage. Whereas if you play here, the Winston dives your Sigma, but lo and behold, is anybody pressuring you? Not really. Now notice that they did a pincer dive. So they split up the resources. Winston dove Sigma and Tracer dove you, right? So that is a way of dealing with two angles. But did you notice something? The Tracer couldn't kill you, and the Winston couldn't kill Sigma. Regardless of flux, a solo Winston can't kill a Sigma. So if they split resources, yes, they can distract two different angles at the same time, but they can't kill you. Like, the only reason that your Zen died is because he's positioned on the low ground like a moron. If you guys actually had Zen had been where you'd been positioned, their entire dive would have failed because you guys had multiple angles. Whereas if you guys would have stacked, you and your Zen right here, the Winston Tracer would have killed both of you guys almost instantly. You take angles to stop people from diving you, to spam them.
Don't need to push. You don't need to push.
Because it prevents them from actually walking forward to you to fight you without taking damage.
I have flux ready. When they're gonna dive me, I'm gonna flux.
Yeah.
10.
Let's drop behind. He's one.
I'm Trace now, yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna dive. I'm fluxing now.
Nice.
I need help.
This is not a good grapple.
I'm on the monkey.
It's not just a misgrapple. I would have, like, ran away behind, not towards the enemy. So there's, like, a grapple or something you could have done behind, which would have been better.
I'm gonna flux the tanks.
There's a
Like,
drone.
you're moving away from your
They're
team.
definitely gonna dive. I'm fluxing now.
Nice.
Tanks.
I need help.
I missed.
I'm on the monkey. I'm on the
Missed my
monkey.
grapple.
Let's drop behind. He's one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed.
He's one.
Tracer.
I need healing, please.
You've only got one healer.
Okay. I'm okay.
You've got no
You can hear that inhale. Haha.
Oh my god.
bananas, you're on fire.
So they screwed up. Your Zen screwed up majorly. But did you see how they staged the perfect dive? Not really. And they still lost? Like, you're running on a Zen Widow and you did just fine. You traded and you screwed up a bunch with your grapple and stuff, but you still did just fine. It was very expensive for their tanks. Winston died instantly. The Lucio died trying to help kill. The D.Va took a ton of damage very quickly and was demacked almost instantly afterwards. It's hard to dive. The play for the dive team would have been to rotate. Okay, here's what the dive team. Dive team should have rotated as 6 in through here. Had their tracer lurk underneath here, underneath near cart, and then dive that way. And they could have left their Widow back here, tracer back here, Winston, D.Va, on a Lucio all come out right behind you and dive you from there. If you rotate, if you scout them and rotate, the tracer will catch you. The Widow can grapple aggressively and pincer you, so the DPS pincer, and they get the map away. So you all end up having to play over here, which is really bad for you. If you don't rotate, then the tracer and the team pincer you with the Widow maker coming here. Does that make sense? So you either rotate away from them rotating this way, and you die in a corner over here because you have no good angles, or you hold your ground and get pincered from multiple different directions. The dive team just dove from me without clearing out an angle. They would have gotten a lot closer to you. Winston wouldn't have had to even jump initially. He could have just walked out of this tunnel and killed you.
Yeah, you're going nuts now.
Their widow's not very
You're
good.
not.
So.
Hey, Rangs, I've got all the ult for you.
It's fine.
I'm gonna ult our backline.
I do want to confirm though that especially if they're staying on Widow, are they staying on Widow?
Yeah, you're going nuts.
If they're staying on Widow, I don't have time to scroll. Then you don't want to stay in the same angle. So you need, yes, you still have to play it safer, which means it kind of limited with options here. But maybe you could peek out this window early, right, and save your grapple. Maybe you could play like ask for shield. You could certainly ask for shield
I know what this.
right now because they still have a Widow, right?
I'm gonna ult our backline.
Like I wouldn't even peek this monkey bubble right now. I'm terrified of that Widow peeking this angle.
There's a Genji. Genji Tracer now. No more Widow.
Okay, no more Widow. Well, you should have known that, son. He's literally in top E. This is why I mentioned this. Because now that they have no Genji, then you have no problem picking this. Because there's no threat to you.
Watch out, they're gonna come mess you up. Nani.
Better. Much better grapple.
I got Genji on me.
Would have liked you to use your Venomine, though.
Yeah, I'm on market, I'm on market.
I got Tracer Genji on me.
Where's
Okay. A couple things. One, way too slow to scout that they had gone full dive. And that meant that your positioning was less than optimal. Because as soon as they're off of dive, you probably could have played even further back. Number two, you didn't have a Venomine set up, which meant that you could have instantly put damage on the Tracer, forced recall, forced deflect. Like 75 damage adds up. Especially in a composition that's playing on a Lucio where their range shielding isn't that great. Like it's not like on a brick. Okay? Either way, you messed up there. Third thing, your grapple was much better. Back towards your team. Well done. Obviously, it's unfortunate that you didn't do really any damage during your entire kiting. Like, you should have just SMG'd that or committed hard to the scope shots because you needed to make that dive more expensive for them. But even though you messed up on that really, really bad, you did force them to chase you a long way and you did survive a long time. Which means that, you know, the Winston is getting punished. And obviously this is really should not happen. Like you guys should actually win this fight if your Sigma doesn't dive to D.Va more. Because did you notice that they're all like this is just silly. Like this shouldn't happen. Like they should D.Va bomb killing 2 is just unlucky.
Get him, Koala.
Oh, yes.
No, I'm gonna die.
Unlucky.
the spawn?
Ranks, what are you gonna
Can die. Anna can die. Dang.
What
We,
will you switch to?
we gotta hold this high ground. There's not really any place. Apollo can switch.
Ranks, what are
I
you gonna switch
can't
to?
get back. I can't get back to spawn.
They're not really gonna push this high ground super hard just yet. They will once the cart gets about here, but this is again too early of the sites.
Ranks, what are you gonna switch
I'm just gonna go high ground. It's fine.
Imagine having a name like Juan. Like, having a vanilla personality is one thing, but having a vanilla name, like that is your name, and it just screams generic.
Probably go fucking Moira if you want.
I don't mind, because I kind of want to go Mercy.
Just chill for
Coming
now while
from
we
you?
sing up.
I'm sorry.
We're switching to dive.
Jacob had 2 wives. So, he was not a beta, like Juan.
Ball Discord, ball Discord.
Yeah, I'm on him.
Nice.
Huge.
See, this is why, like, do you see what the ball is doing there? Where's his team? Yes, he might have Tracer follow up, but his team is on cart, right? They can't like nade that, they can't support that, they can't dive in, they can't do anything. They're pushing cart. The ball is feeding. It's going way too early.
I don't know how to get up to high ground, by the way, guys.
Well,
Genji Discord, Genji Discord.
Can I have a heal?
Yeah.
Like if they dove now, it'd be
I got the
different.
Genji and the Lucio
You
on me.
just forgot that Genji
Yeah,
was
I'm on
there.
No, Anna.
Summer's okay into their comp.
Okay.
Time, so
Yeah.
I'm
Gorbs.
there's a little bit what.
Someone's like, Genji's on the right side looking for you bananas.
Lucio's one.
Lucy's going for
Monkey Discord, monkey
Oh, monkey.
Monkey.
Good. I mean, that's what Widow does. I think that you were playing too aggressively. I would have liked you to play here or here, where you could have. I mean, maybe low ground wouldn't have been great, but you needed to play a little bit more conservatively, where your kite path was less awkward. This is a big red flag for me right here.
Lucio's one.
Lucy's going for
Like this scares me. Like you are in an immense risk right now. Like you see how you're like simultaneously kiting and also shooting at the same time. This is something you kind of want to avoid. This means that your positioning probably could be a little better. I mean, let's just dive it in a nutshell. Like if it's not a properly staged dive, they're not going to one-shot people. If they don't one-shot people or two-shot people, then, you know, they take way too much damage and they die, which is what Monkey does here.
Monkey.
Monkey,
Monkey
get it back on.
can die. Lucio.
Good kite. Now go push. Push. Dive or not. They are down 2. They have used all of your cooldowns. Now you need to push them. This is a fundamental macro and brawl into dive, spam in the dive, even dive in the dive. Once one team uses their cooldowns, if they don't get any kills, if they don't get any value out of it, they need to punish them for using it. Push. Push. Nothing's going to kill you.
Behind us.
Yep, get you back, Lars.
I'm pressuring D.Va. Wait.
He can't kill you. You're going to get full support. If he kills you, your supports mess up. Like, if that Genji kills you right there, assuming that you're not, like, literally in their spawn, then it's your support's fault, not your fault. Because there's nothing distracting your supports anymore. Because their entire dive threat is dead. Or most of their dive threat is dead.
Okay.
A little greedy with a grapple there that late, but they're still down there on us, so you could probably get away with it. But I would prefer you to push up without using your grapple, just in case.
Okay. Monkey.
Like, you're probably going to be okay because they're on us down, but that was pretty greedy. I would not. Now you need to push again. You need to push again.
Don't let
You need
that
to push
Sombra
again.
EMP.
And push. I don't even necessarily like physically push, but you need to get an angle. Like right now, your angle is awful.
Genji's
Like you could move right and just scope down here, and there that would be your pushing.
Off. He's deflect.
Pulling main.
This,
Genji, no deflect.
no. Look where. Look. You need to contribute here. This is a terrible angle.
Fuck.
Hey, Tammy.
Lars, where are you?
I'm above. I'm high ground.
Okay.
Genji's
I'm
behind
so
us.
fucking-
Genji's behind us.
Pulling
bananas.
now.
Get you behind, guys. Get you behind.
Genji behind.
Genji one, no deflect. Genji one, no deflect. Someone tickle him.
Like you did no damage before the dive. Like you presented absolutely no threat because your positioning was absolute dog. Shame on you. Why are you here? You could have positioned here, been just as far, if not further away, and had a better angle.
Room.
Probably just 2 VODs today. Probably this one and one more. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know, man. Not
This
good.
is more
Cool target.
yeah, do it.
Everyone grip on me.
Okay, we see more. May.
May as well.
This is a cute comp.
Go in this room.
And why don't cat? Wait.
Oh, careful. You want to play out in the open.
Cool target.
Run one, dead.
The Widow can work in this comp as long as your team plays out in the open. Because you basically play like... It's like brawl versus brawl. So it's like her versus her. But then you have like one little her here, like a Widow here. And Widow will do a lot more than a Mei will if you get a good angle. You don't want to be positioned behind your team. You want to be positioned off angle. And then what can they do? Like they can send a Lucio after you, but then losing speed is really expensive.
Reaper.
You guys do not want to fight in there. Just push cart. Force them to come outside.
Zarya's half on the cat, guys.
There's a Lucio.
Get the Lucio.
Nice.
Zarya.
Zarya.
Okay, push.
They're pushing high ground. You're pushing Zarya.
Stay together.
Flip. You guys need to flip. This is your team. This is your team's fault. You guys need to be clear about where you were fighting, but they flipped the map and you guys didn't flip. You just stood there. So then not only did you get rotated on and killed, but you playing outside your Widow's LS. Your team's an idiot. Your team's a idiot, I say. Jump off the map.
Go.
Okay, don't care anymore. Okay, general things about you. Positioning desperately needs work in terms of like the angles that you're controlling. How much you're pushing when you have an advantage versus how much space you're giving up when you don't have an advantage. I'd be working on those things and being more aware of that. I think I spent enough time explaining those concepts in the VOD. I just need you to actually go out and take the time to get better at them. Okay? I'm tired of having like individual specific things to work on. No, you saw the VOD. Go work. That's what you need. Josh, are you in Discord or in the stream? I know you were here earlier. Good review, thank you. Because if you are, I'm gonna need you to update your replay code. Not your fault, mine. Is any mod in chat that can message Josh in Discord? Is it D.Va Scrims Kings Row? I need he or she, I assume he, to update his VOD. You can even go back and update the original message if you want to. You're in a game? Okay. Can you do that when you get a chance? No rush. Because I think we have multiple replays that aren't going to work, yeah. Pair as well. Pair, you as well. You need to update your replay if you can. Not your fault, my fault, but I just want to make sure that you guys actually get your review. Yeah, that's okay. Like I said, my bad, not your bad, but make sure that it's the situation is fixed. Boston announces a new player. Stand 1. Nice. Who was staying one with again? And one Overwatch. Is he Shanghai? Nice. He was a non-fearless player. I think he was certainly weaker than fearless, at least from what I saw. But I'm sure he will do fine. What is my favorite hero to review? Tough one. Maybe Genji, maybe Tracer. I honestly don't know. Maybe Ana, Winston. I don't like Zen all that much. I don't like basic heroes like Zen and Zarya. I like playing Zen and I like playing Zarya, but I hate coaching them. At least at a like a plat diamond level or gold level, it's really sleeper. Coaching them at a pro level is a lot more interesting, but coaching them at a base level is really dull. I need some more water check. Give me just a second. Really didn't see him improve himself? That's true. That's true. That being not the starter is definitely makes things a little bit trickier. I'm gonna get some more. I'll be right back. Oh, where's my water? Oh. I couldn't find my water bottle. Or the water thing. Okay, that one took a little longer than I would have liked, so I'm gonna try and hustle this one on a little faster while still doing a good job. You're saving mine? That's good. Wait, do you want Dragonfly? Do you want me to wait and review yours later? Let me know, because you're next. Let me know. It's ASAP. Never mind? Okay. I think Owl will shut down. It seems not very profitable for new partners. I don't know. It's a good question. I honestly don't know. I don't think it's likely until maybe after this season. I think this season will be telling. It depends on how long like the whole COVID thing goes and how well this YouTube deal continues to play out, but who knows. Okay, then we will go with the Dragonfly. Okay. Do you guys remember the core concepts of Overwatch that I explained to you? The 2 core concepts of Overwatch? Do you remember what they were? There's multiple core concepts. I would say timing is an important one. Communication. Timing, communication. And then I said pressure and positioning. Or pressure and map control, okay? Not for D.Va, just across the board. So like, I'll put it this way. Number 1, communication is letting your teammates know and getting on the same page with what you're doing. What was the other one I said? Timing is making sure that you're doing things with your teammates. So like everything that you do is synchronized with your teammates. So this is more like the team play stuff, right? Right. And then there's pressure, as in you are using your cooldowns, you are hitting your shots, you're min-maxing your value, staying alive as long as you can. Like you're doing stuff. Like think of pressure as like doing stuff. And you want to do as much stuff as you can. Right? Well, and you want to stay alive as you can. Like it's pressure is like I'm gonna do as much as I can in this window of time, and I want to stay alive as long as I can, because if I stay alive, I end up doing more stuff for a longer period of time. But I don't want to play it too passively, because if I play it too passively, then you know I'm not doing anything. I might stay alive, but I'm not doing anything. And the last one I would say is the map control, which you can kind of say is positioning. And that's basically putting yourself in the best spots of the map for you to do the most damage and to be safest. Like positioning that's really all positioning is. Like it's a very complicated topic, but it's just like basically saying you want to play the spots or put yourself in a spot where you can do the most do the most pressure while being the safest, and finding the balance between the two. And the best players are the ones that are able to like execute at least to some degree in all of these, right? And I think like this, like, cooldown usage falls under your pressure. Ult timing, ult usage falls into pressure. Positioning here. Obviously tank play timing is very important here. So if you guys remember the whole D.Va VOD about how like positioning yourself on angles created more pressure than sitting AFK. Also, positioning yourself on angles prevents the enemy Genji or Pharah from taking those, so that prevents them from doing more damage to your team. But yeah, that's kind of how I would describe it. So I want us to kind of be in that mindset right now, that we want to be using our cooldowns in a way that puts out the most pressure, and our ultimates put out the most pressure to do the most stuff without getting demacked or dying. And then position ourselves in a way that allows us to do the most damage, or to control the most space, or to matrix the most damage, and also deny the enemy teams from taking those positions. And D.Va's a weird one, because you kind of have to find a balance of like what angle is best for me to do the most damage to them, but what angle is also best for me to prevent them from doing damage to us. So it's not just about me, D.Va, me do the most damage that I can. Sometimes it is, but it's about, how can I position so that I don't take damage very much, so that I can matrix, my team the best that I can. Because if you look at your composition right now, who do you think you probably need to be focusing your matrix on the most? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Why the Winston? What is a major difference between your guys' compositions right here? Because these are relatively spammy, right? This is a pretty spammy matchup. Spam versus spam. Pretty immobile heroes, spam versus spam. Because Winston was Gwen, exactly. Because like, here's what the thing is it's really, this is just Orisa Sigma versus Winston D.Va. And it's going to be which one of you guys gets the most value. If you guys are AFK and just kind of shooting shields and playing very, very passive, then you're not going to do anything. So your Winston and D.Va, you guys need to flank. You need to take angles. You need to try and maybe dive the Bat Mercy. And during that bat, you might maybe get a kill. It certainly means that your team will be taking essentially no spam damage for a while, because they're all going to be looking at you guys. So you need to find a way to position yourself so that your Winston can go in, and then when your Winston goes in, that your number one are doing as much damage as possible, maybe threatening to kill the Ashe, maybe burning the Orisa down, forcing Fortify, or protecting your Winston, or both. So that's the thing. Again, it's not always about understanding these advanced concepts, because some of them are a little difficult to understand. It is about thinking, what can I do better? What is my job? What can I do better than the enemy team's tanks? Because right now, if you guys just AFK, you're going to lose that Sigma. Good. Pressure done. Don't take damage. Don't take damage. Why should he take no damage right now? Or as little as possible? Besides the fact that damage means that your healers have to heal you and feed soul charge and stuff. What's not happening right now? Think very basic. What is not happening right now? There's no engage. There's no team fight happening right now. And you are very bad when there's no team fight happening. You don't do anything. You are Reaper. You do nothing. You just bleed ult charge. And it makes me so salty to see divas that will just stand here. A lot of divas, golds and silvers, would just stand here and shoot. And they'd either die, oh, but I broke the shield, or they would just get demacked and die. Or they take a lot of damage, they need healing. Sorry, just the same thing. So right now, you might think, I'm going to flank behind underneath them and booster into them when my Winston goes in from a flank. And that would work, right? You could prioritize a just pushing cart. hey, my team isn't really good at pushing cart. There's no real safe way for my team to push cart. We need to push cart. So I'm probably the best man for the job because I can hide, I can matrix, I can hide my head hitbox. Okay. But you need to be doing something while taking as little damage as possible. Whether that's going in, whether that's setting up a stage, whether that's hiding for your Winston to engage, whether that's pushing cart. Whatever you do, take as little damage as you can. I guess it's diamond. Monkey pushing the cart isn't as good because obviously he doesn't want to use his bubble. Now, right now, what does Team Red need to do? First off, let's judge the quality of this engage. What do you guys think? Was this engage okay? From Dragonfly's perspective. Watch it one more time. Yeah, I think it was okay. Matrix was fine. The micro missile usage was good. You had micro missiles available on space. You're full HP on entry. You know, you guys landed a nade. This looks okay. Now, did you get any kills? No. But what did you get? Two very important things. One a little bit more important than the other, actually. Lamp, but you got something even more important than lamp. Cooldowns, Lamp is really the only important cooldown here because, yeah, but you also use cooldowns. You also use Monkey Bubble, which is a long cooldown, and you use Grenade. So, you know, Fortify, that's probably about the same cooldown as Jump, right? Or Bubble, right? So, got more than Lamp. You got space. Exactly. You guys can now drop and hide underneath them. Your Ana maybe push cart and got underneath, like maybe your Pharah got on a flank. Maybe your Widow now has all, like your Widow is able to position on an angle safely. So you got space. You got space for tanks. Now, right now, I'm concerned because it doesn't look like you guys have pushed cart at all. That would have been something that I would have liked you guys to have done a little bit before you dove, as best as you can anyway. But this is okay. Now, what would have made this dive amazing is if you, your Pharah had come in from the right side and shot this way. I'm not sure if that's what she's doing, but she could have certainly got big rockets coming in from the angle this way. Not through this pillar, but you guys know how this opening to the right is? She could have flanked all the way coastside and gotten a big rocket there. So right now, the spam composition has used cooldowns, has lost space, and is now in a really awkward spot where they're like, do we want to hold high ground? We can't really spam them on a high ground anymore. They're all like out of LOS. We can't see them. So they're going to want to drop and rotate away, which means in a way, you've kind of half won a fight. Team Red just drops here. Team Red just drops. And your monkey needs to get out. He gets rocked, and he's very slow to get out. Ooh, be careful. Oh, your Pharah does. I think your Pharah does flank. Yeah, it looks like she does flank. Very nice. She's very late to the party, though. And you got res. Preemptive use of micro missiles, not so good. And you bubbled. Okay, so you guys, your Pharah stays in too long. You should have been happy with the pick. You guys greeted on the res, and your monkey overextended and got rocked. Overall, okay play from you right now. Not a whole lot to complain about. So I'm happy with what I'm seeing. Right now, you really just need AFK. I don't know if you can res or not, but you're not going to be able to realistically break that turret without follow-up. Yeah, see, this is bad. What's the problem here, chat? This is again, this is very basic concepts. A lot of the time, especially when I'm at an advanced level, I'm not really coaching micro all that much. What's the issue here, chat? You're taking damage in stage. Exactly. There's no fight happening right now. Now, if you can break turret before the fight starts, that's great. But you're not getting any help right now. And worse than that, you start to break turret, you get rocked, and now look what happens. So not only are you down one, yes, that is not something that you optimally don't want to be engaging 5v1 or 5v6. But worse than that, you are down a lot of your matrix, down your micro missiles, and more importantly, you're down 400 almost HP as your monkey is going in. Mari, no. So chat, do you remember the communication? Do you remember the... How would this be a communicational error? How could you construe this as a communicational error? Because I don't have access to communicational to comms, so I don't know. How could this maybe be communicational error? What might have happened here? Let's put position. Yes, maybe monkey, maybe the D.Va, maybe Dragonfly doesn't say, hey, I'm breaking lamp, I need help, I need help, I need help, breaking turret, don't go in, don't go in, don't go in. Or maybe we need to wait on far. Any of those things, right? Break turret, then wait. Miscommunication there, maybe, right? How is this an error in terms of timing? How could this have been a misunderstanding of timing? What concept would need to be hammered on here? Simply put. Hello, Nunchi. I mean, to me, it's essentially, we weren't doing stuff as 6 or as 5. Our D.Va was backing off, our Winston was going in. That cannot happen. We cannot happen. It doesn't matter if we're even down one. If we're going in, we are going in as 5 or as 4. We do not do stuff desynced because you were backing out while we were going in. So you need to remember that when you're peaking to take damage, because if you're going to take a lot of damage, you can't go in. So that's a problem with timing, right? What about pressure? What about his micro missile usage? I got it! Hey, thanks for the 7, Nunchi. I appreciate it. You do not use cooldowns unless you're actually going in and taking an engage, right? What about positioning? Well, do not take an aggressive positioning to do something unless your team is going to follow up on it. You took an aggressive positioning as if you're going to go in, you never go in, you back out, your monkey goes in, but you're already dead. Now, I'm not saying that all of these are correct. What I see from that last, that you getting rocked there, it's one of these. It might be communication, it might be you not understanding timing, it might be you not putting priority on your pressure, it might be you just not paying attention to your positioning all that much. I don't know which one it is. It could be 2 of them, it could be 3 of them. But you need to remember or think back or recognize a problem and figure this out. Probably communicational. Probably, yeah. A lot of the times in scrims, it is communicational. In ranked, it's generally not communicational because people don't communicate. In ranked, you should avoid doing this kind of turret breaking crap and just assume that your monkey's going to go in and be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're anticipating a lack of communication, so you make better decisions as a result. It's good that you are going in, though. I mean, this is still theoretically winnable because you did a good. Your Ana landed a big nade on you, kept you up, and you know, you did go in with your monkey. You were a little late. You didn't have your micro missiles, but you did go in. But this is where things get really awkward because your engage wasn't very good, and you just and now you guys are all front lining, and you guys have no cooldowns. Or your monkey at least doesn't have cooldowns. Force lamp again. Now, chat, what is good about this positioning? Can you guys tell me? What's really important about this positioning? This ties more into the D.Va VOD I made a while back. You're on an off angle. How is the off angle helpful here? You prevent the Ash from taking high ground. 1, yes. He can see the fight. 2, yes. Number 3, you can matrix all the whatever you want, essentially. Exactly. So if you're positioned here, it's a little bit trickier. Now you can see everything. You can prevent the Ash from getting away, and you can matrix whatever and whenever you want. OGD max. Nice. Nice. Now this is scrims, so stuff is generally going to be a little bit cleaner because the communicational aspect of things is there. But that was good. And look what you did. Look what you did, chat. Look what he did. Look what tanks are on now. Did you see it? So who contributed more? The wins the D.Va or the Orisa Sigma in those 2 team fights? Right? Now, what's a little bit concerning here, chat? What does Dragonfly have to be very careful about right here? Again, communication, timing, pressure, P1, prep PR, or positioning. Yeah, to not feed, exactly. You do not want to be taking damage here because chances are that you guys are going to be engaging pretty soon. So don't take damage here. Don't get your cooldowns forced. You're building a little bit of ult charge here, which, you know, I don't even mind this so much, but be very careful. Are you communicating, like, is your Winston communicating that he wants to go soon? Are you just ignorant of timing and you don't think it's going to happen soon? You know, and then that leads to, you know, obviously cooldown and positioning errors. So be very careful. Because your Ana doesn't have LOS of you right now. You see what's happening? Do you see what's happening, chat? Now that's good, going with your Winston to D.Mecha D.Va, almost. But do you see what's happening, chat? Do you see what's happening? What's happened, chat? Or what's not happened, more likely? Yeah. Your Ana kid doesn't have LOS. So I would write that down right now. How much poke that you're taking outside of your Ana's LOS? Your Ana has LOS now, nice. Ooh, this is really bad, chat. Chat, what's the problem here? Major issue. And again, I don't know what the issue is with Dragonfly individually, but what is a major error right now? Do you see it? Do you see this? What's this? Can you guys see that? Pharah is barraging as tanks are backing out. Ouch. Now, you try and follow up afterwards, but this is a major issue. And I would most likely bet that this is not Tank's fault. This is probably Pharah's fault. Not even that Pharah's going for a barrage, because sometimes Pharahs have to reactively barrage, but this Pharah is in deep, like all the way in. Even if she doesn't barrage, even if she's just flying in this general area, you guys need to be, you can't back out this far. Like, you guys need to be in. So this is a Pharah, like Pharah's just not communicating her positioning very well. Like, she is so aggressive and she's not getting any help. If you had Matrix there, you guys 100% win that fight. And you end up getting D-Mech for it. Cart's still moving. You still have some space. Good. Body block. Nice. Nice. You need to... So, for a split second there, I thought you were going to go in really hard. I'm glad that you played this more conservatively. Unfortunately, your Torp does kill the Widow. But this is probably the right play. Play your spawns. You know, play to keep pressure up. You guys will have slightly faster spawns. If your monkey survives, that would be really big. They're healing the Bob. Ooh, don't get demeched. Now this is really, why is the fact that Dragonfly is holding this space incredibly important? What is incredibly important about Dragonfly staying here, chat, or being in this position? You're controlling the map, right? Look at this position right here. You guys ever played this map before? Where they're on a, you know, their Ashe and Mercy or Widow is like holding and you can't even cross the bridge without dying. You're preventing them from doing that. And you're not feeding at the same time. Didn't share cold hold up here forever? Yes, you did. Many times. This is good. Okay, angle. I don't like this engage at all. What's the issue, chat? What's the issue? What do you guys see as the issue here? Now this is a little bit tricky, but I want to see if you guys can properly read the issue. Early nano? Yes, for sure. But I'm talking about Dragonfly specifically. What is wrong, not wrong, but what could have been better about your positioning here? Think. How much pressure are you putting out here? Yeah, you should have taken the window. Yeah. You're taking no angles. The same thing that you did really well on first, where you would boost her up on an angle, and then matrix your monkey from, you know, your monkey's going this way, and you matrix him like this, right? And then you were shooting them in the back. Now you are doing this. Matrix is worse, the angle is worse, you're doing less damage, no good. So you use boosters, but then it would have been significantly better for you to come in, drop this way, right? Maybe not even drop, and just shoot from above, or drop and shoot them from behind and then booster out again. So it is, do you see how it's incredibly easy for this Ashe to run away from this? Look at this. Do you see, stop. This is all we need to see. So this is why nanoing early is so bad. Because you are really the only person in position to get a good angle. Optimally, you would have already had your Pharah behind them as you're nanoing, and then they would have all died. But at the very least, you could have taken responsibility for your positioning better and done a better job. Because you're the only person that can angle because your nano is way too early, and because of that, when you don't angle properly, you don't actually get anything out of that. You don't even force lamp. You get legitimately nothing but a little bit of space out of it, which is really not great. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great. And you might very well get demech for this. Oh, temporal! Hey! Chat, unironically, the most intelligent coach I have ever worked with. The legend. And I am very salty that I did not get the Overwatch League job when I felt like I deserved it. But there's like a salt level that was deserved, and then there's temporal who not getting an Overwatch League job. It's like 10 stories higher than that. Absolute crime. I'm getting a phone call. I do not know that number. I'm busy. You guys only know him from his YouTube videos. Guy had an even bigger brain than that. Like, do you see, chat? Can we also flip the script as well? What's the issue with this Winston's engage? Can you guys tell me? Can you guys tell me what's the problem with this with the enemy Winston's engage? Again, what's the problem? Taking what we just talked about with Dragonfly and our Winston, now apply it to him. No healing LOS, he's too deep. Does his Ashe have high ground? Does he have any angle or any help from his DPS at all? No angles. He will get 0 kills out of this Primal Rage. Was it because he was too early? Was it because of miscommunication? Does Ashe say push, 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 but Ashe wasn't in a good position to push? We don't know. But we can look at the error and see it very clearly there. And he's just an ult battery there. And even again, like, you see how your Winston, do you see how this, your Winston's going in again and you're in without actually like clearing angles? Like, your Winston should be AFK. Like, that's your Winston's fault. He pushes into the enemy territory when his DPS have no space, no angles yet, and then he dies. You needed to wait out the Primal Rage, then we can go in. Think you want an environmental kill? Yeah, for sure. But even things like environmental kills are harder to get because you take more damage while you're looking for an environmental kill. Can you imagine this? If the Winston looked for an environmental kill when his Ashe had an angle, you guys would have spent a lot less time looking at Ashe and a lot less time looking at Winston and a lot more time looking at Ashe, which would have then indirectly led to him getting more environmental kills. Everything in Overwatch is done better when you're fighting as 6. Like, not just the angles, but like, let's say even if you just have your Ashe here and your Ana here and your D.Va and your Torb here, like, that's not really great positioning, but at least there's 6. When you do everything as 6 and everybody's ready, everything goes out better. Everything. Environmental kills, boops, everything. Lucios don't get big boops on Ilios well because they're great Lucios, but because everybody's looking at the Winston, or everybody's looking at the Orisa, and they're not looking at Lucio, and so Lucio just gets away with it. Synchronized pressure. Timing of your pressure. Timing of your positioning is everything. Don't. Be careful, careful. Don't take damage. Don't take damage. Please don't take damage. I get it. Looks like you're looking for D.Va bomb, but I am more interested And I don't know what you guys are looking for. Maybe a nano? This is confusing. You guys need to back out. You guys need to back out. I don't know what you guys are doing. You guys are down one. No idea what's going on. These nanos, man. They are rough. Like, you're lucky your monkey was already, like, in the middle of them. This is a mess. This is an absolute mess. Good job breaking the turret. You see how ugly that felt? They literally used 2 ultimates, or 3 ultimates, and you guys used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just because you guys are all over the place. Just an awful, awful engage, all the way around. And if you're with your team and you ever do a review, this is the kind of stuff you talk about. You don't talk about, like, what comp do we run? I mean, obviously you need to figure that out first, but, like, you don't spend a lot of time talking about micro and set plays. Hey, Neo.
Hey gamers, what's
32 months. Thank you so much. That's a long time. You're almost at 3 years. Holy cow. Shut up, Sam. But the issue here is that you guys are just on completely different pages. Your Winston goes, you nano your Winston when he's completely by himself. He goes in really, really hard. Then your Pharah goes for a flank barrage as you're like backing out, and you're again reacting surprisedly to your Pharah barraging. This is a scrim. Like, you should be surprised when your Pharah is looking for a barrage. Thank you for the sub, Neo. What are you talking about? Fine. Again, what's the problem with this? This bomb is okay, I guess, to prevent and recontest, but it is risky. I would prefer your team to be able to take angles off that push, but I guess you're just using it for cap cards, so whatever. They're on Reaper. So that's good. You guys probably need to swap comp here. Their comp is gonna curb stomp yours on 3rd. Oh, you need to not be hacked. Yeah, D.Va getting hacked is like one of the worst things that can happen. It needs to be like they're on Sombra, everything revolves around not getting hacked. Like, I would even put priority on not getting hacked over Matrixing Reaper. Like, getting hacked, you're not going to be able to Matrix Reaper anyway. Like getting hacked is the worst thing that can happen to his D.Va. Canceling hack is like you could tell it's like the metric, excuse me. Holy cow. For for like how good a D.Va is versus Sombra. It is a huge deal. Yeah, Pharah is just, I don't have no idea. Like again, do you see what's the problem, chat? What's the problem? Do you see the problem from a team play perspective? And again, I know this is a D.Va VOD, but I want everyone this to be consistent with the theme here. This positioning only makes sense if your team is like actually pushed up with the Pharah. But you're missing mech, you're pushing cart, and your team's not there. This is something that if you're still with this team, you guys need to talk about this. This cannot happen. I don't care if you're platinum or gold. This is unacceptable at any level. Again, it's just playing a 6. Play together. And you guys just honestly like leave your monkey on it to die. So, I would not even matrix your. I would not matrix your widow. Let her die. Don't stack. They overextend. Oh, good. Whoa, nice. Didn't get hacked. Poggers. Okay, you guys go with Kree. That's good. Again, take as little damage as possible until because like here's the thing. Obviously, chat. Here's the deal. When I say take as little as damage as possible right now, why am I saying that? They're not on as much spam anymore. Heck, they're not even. They actually have less spam than you because they're running Lucio versus a pharmacy, right? And they're also running Winston D.Va. They're no longer running versus Sigma. So why, chat, am I still saying take as little damage as possible when you are in fact running a comp that has better spam? Don't if you don't. No. Focus on doing stuff together as a team. Again, the communication, right? The timing, the pressure, the positioning. So the engage is strongest it can be. Exactly. If you're monkey, there's a soft dive right now. in like, let's say 5-10 seconds, and you're at 300 damage or 300 HP because a McCree headshot you twice. That is bad. They're 6, you're not. You see this? Your team is not with you just yet, so you need to play passive. If your McCree goes for a really aggressive flank right now and they dive it, you want to be at full resources to punish this. So don't do anything until your team is ready to follow up. This is not just a rule for off tanks. This is a rule of Overwatch for main tank, DPS, support, anything. If I was Winston and I dove in right now, you would be feeding because your team is still behind you. Your team is not ready to push or angle. So right now, chill. I would not even doing micro missiles. Like, that bomb was bad. Like, you guys, they were in no position to follow up. She choked the bomb up position. That's hilarious. But like, they weren't even in position to push off the bomb or the bomb. They needed to wait for you guys to push up a little bit more so the bomb would have more value. You're taking damage. You're taking damage. Chat. What was wrong with the EMP? What was wrong with the bomb? What was wrong with the EMP? Same issue with both of them. Yeah, pair, exactly. A lot of people could. This isn't a team fight. You guys are a million miles away. Their McCree could do nothing. Their Ana can do nothing. Their Lucio can do nothing. Now, technically, they could maybe theoretically speed in off of the EMP, but they're clearly not actively doing that. Like, again, do you see how like they have no angles off this EMP? Like, optimally, they would want to have, like, if they're going to EMP here, they'd want Winston to be, like, hiding up here and then drop and rush, right? Or they'd wait for you guys to push in more, then EMP behind you. But they're EMPing so early, you guys just have to back out. And the reason I bring this up, even though this is the enemy team, is because I want you to understand that this is something, it's the same logic when I say that you peeking here is feeding. It's the same logic. When you peek right now, this is the same mistake that Summer made. The exact same mistake. Do you understand that? It's literally the same mistake. It's the same mistake as this Winston using Primal Rage. It's the same mistake. He's doing it by himself. Where's his team? They're either dead or way behind him. Nobody can follow up off this. You're just gonna res. They're just gonna res the Pharah, and they'll have accomplished nothing. Okay. Like, even this right here, probably a little too early. Go, 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 go. Oh, he's dead. I mean, if he had simply waited 2 seconds for your Kree and Ana and for you to take space, then he would have been fine. I probably would have played a little bit more aggressively than you are right now. Not right now, obviously it's too late, but... Oh, jeez, guys. This is really bad. I mean, there you go. This fight's lost. You're not gonna win it. I would not remake. Don't remake. Don't remake. Don't remake. Don't remake. Don't. Okay, remake now. There you go. Did you see how monkey fed, then the other monkey fed? Subsequently.
I let our toddler sleep until 3:30 p.m. Maybe
Hey, Zon.
she's a gamer.
Thanks for the 22 months, man. Holy smokes. Maybe she is a gamer. How are you guys doing? You said that you guys were sick last time I talked with you, like real sick. I will say this though, I want to hammer home again. If your monkey goes in that aggressively, it's probably better for you to go in that aggressively with him because he's 100% going to die if you don't go in there. So you might as well. Maybe because he said I have primal, don't worry about me. But I mean, obviously you need to worry about him. If he had waited for you, he would not have gotten slapped. And if he doesn't get slapped, then he doesn't get high noon. If he doesn't get high noon, he doesn't die. So this whole mindset of that, like, oh, I'll be fine, I have primal. No, you're not. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter if they have sleep dart or discord or hack. You are always at a risk of dying if you're playing without your team. Oh, that's good. I hear you guys are doing all right. It's been a while since I've streamed, so I forget it was that long ago. Okay, again, who's feeding here? Who's feeding? Team red or team blue? Team red or team blue? You guys tell me. How do you path here on first point? Go high ground. Yeah, I would definitely clear out this high ground first, and then you can either drop the point, or you can even like wrap around left side and push them from there, and then maybe like send people from under here. It's tricky for sure, but I definitely would not just walk through the choke on main. You need to either go here or flank here or go underneath through stairs. Do something a little bit funny. It's like Hanamura. You don't go down main. Yeah, blue. They're completely fighting outside their team LOS. These tanks should instantly die. I mean, that makes zero sense that you would high noon that, and there's no reason for your monkey to die. Ah, come on now, you can't get hacked. But do you see what happens? Like, they go all the way in, they blow bubble, they almost die. Their Kree overextends afterwards, you res it anyway, and it's like nothing happened. They did all that work, they got a pick, and they still don't win the team fight. So even though it avoided a worst case scenario for Team Blue, they still didn't do anything. Go! Go! What are you doing? Go! You're up one, your team is fighting. Nah. Just shoot. Chat, how is he not instantly dying? Even though he blew boosters in. Because what is his team doing? His team is with him. I think across the... Oh, you C9. Ouch. I think across the board you could have been playing more aggressively with your monkey. You seemed a little bit distinct with your monkey, for sure. You seemed a little bit distinct with your monkey. So I don't know if that's a communicational issue or you're just not paying attention properly. You were taking too much damage pre-fight. I'm talking, I don't care if it's 150, 200 damage. It's still too much. And then, oftentimes when your team was aggressing hard, you were consistently like ending up like stacked with them instead of taking an off angle where you could matrix them better. Again, the off angle isn't just about damage, it's about safety too. You can matrix your team better if you can see better. Think about what you did in first point. Oh, hey, Mentos. If a hog is camping high ground, then you need to ask your team to help clear them out. Like, it should be a team effort to clear out angles, never a solo effort. Spy checking Sombra. Really bad that your monkey had used bubble already. You guys really heavily lose this tank trade. I'm not sure why. Oh, you guys don't have bubble. I'm so confused here. What happens? I just don't understand what happens. You use full... Use basically full matrix. I mean, that's not really your fault. Your monkey wastes bubble and then he just dies, so he's an idiot. And then your Sombra just one clips you. Again, maybe being more attentive to Sombra, like you could have definitely reacted to her decloaking sound a little bit faster, and you have been hacked multiple times, which almost all of them were avoidable, so maybe something to keep an eye on. More if I'm gonna give you a micro feedback. Case in point. Like that is really something that you have to avoid. It's one of those things that like trancing the MP, you just have to anticipate her to constantly look for you. Like constantly be listening for Sombra. Right? If he was blocking his heal, I mean very, very doubtful. Good, nice job. Nice job. Clear out the angle. This opens up so much space. Get her out of here. Get her out of here. You really should. This is an awkward interaction for you two. You use your micro missiles here, which is a really bad use of micro missiles. And then you turn the corner, but you start your tracking here is really bad. And then you matrix this. Why? You have boosters. Aim at her head and boost her into her, and cancel your boosters about right after you boop her. Like she should be instantly gone. Instead, you waste a lot of time here. Don't worry about matrixing Sombra unless she's too far away for you to go after. Like, obviously, if she's far away, or even at a medium range, but she's right in front of your face. Why are you matrixing her right in front of your face? Put your shotguns in her jowl and bust her jaw. Sorry, chat. Let's see what's happening here. So I probably would have, you know, you probably needed to matrix your monkey here. I think this would have been the best use of, because you're shooting into matrix right now, and your monkey's being shot at. So matrixing the monkey matrixing the D.Va or your monkey right now would have been good. Good. There's somebody sleeping behind you. You need help with that. Nice. Kill baby, kill baby, kill baby. Nice. Your monkey goes in hard and feeds. Not surprised. Oof, that sucks. Still winnable. Probably would not have bombed that. You need to use your full HP. You're still at 250 HP. You're at a high risk of dying now. That works, I guess. Okay. So weird interaction with the Sombra. You give up high ground to drop early to help your monkey, but then you don't really help your monkey all that much, and then you muff up your D.Va bomb there. Not the EMP. The EMP happens, but like you bombing at 250 HP when you needed to just stay alive and utilize all of your HP was not good. They aren't used to call missiles for nothing. Humor. Nice. Again, you need to be faster at canceling that whenever possible. Like it's something you're constantly looking out for. Oof. Your monkey must have messed that bubble. Honestly, just go chase. Yeah, definitely go chase. Yeah, see that D.Va's feeding. She's taking a 1v6. That right, this right here, you need to look at this and say, I'm going to help this right now. I'm going to deal with this angle and go help this right now. This is their D.Va feeding. Was that a good EMP from Blue Storm? I mean, it was better than their other EMP. I don't distinctly remember exactly the timing of when that was, so I can't tell you 100% for sure. Nice. Good. Masters, I think, low Masters. Don't get hacked, don't get hacked. I can sniff a hack. I can sniff a hack. Yeah, so you okay, chat, what's the problem here? Not a huge problem, but what's the problem here? You probably were a little too far ahead. First off, I think you were a little, but technically your Widow and Soldier did have a decent angle on you, so I don't think it was too bad. But I think you overstayed your welcome a little bit. Like generally, like you start getting focused, and you're like, okay, they're not dying. I need to get out. You waited a little too long. Like right now, it's very easy to hack you, and then you're dead instantly. And your Ana also uses nade, and yeah, that's cutting it way too close. Oh, Nanovisor slept. Feels bad, man. Yeah, you end up spending a lot of your HP for basically nothing, and you get C9 on again. That sucks. So yeah, your positioning there was not good, and you overstayed your welcome. Best position for him to be in would have been right here, probably. Around the corner. Force him to walk into you, and then you can go out and shoot them. And then if they dive, you counter booster and matrix. Easy peasy. Or you help your monkey to counter dive. Either the other. But you don't play here. This was no good. The cover was bad, you overstayed your welcome, and you gave up high ground when you could have just done the exact same thing from here and been safer. It would have been harder to hack you as well. D.Va position is really similar to Sigma. I mean, a lot of Overwatch heroes position around the same concepts. They just are better at, like, Sigma is way better at staying on an off angle and not leaving. D.Va can't stay on off angles as long as Sigma, but she can move where she is positioned a lot more frequently than Sigma. So you're not wrong when you say that. I think I completely understand exactly what you're saying. They just utilize different off angles. So it's not wrong to say that. That's just what off angles do. I mean, Hog is the exact same way. Hog plays off angles, but he plays off angles more solo, and he doesn't really ever peel back. He always kind of sits there and he hides and flanks and controls. So if you want to send a widow on an angle, or your Zen wants to like take a better angle on main, they just instantly die. Or if your monkey is trying to hide from the Widow spam, he gets hooked and dies. Like that's how Hog provides it. And Zarya's off-angling is probably the most limited of all. So she doesn't want to stand behind Rein, but she has to play more passive, and then she gets charged, and then she gets charged, and she can play more aggressive on angles, and she can brawl off angle. So like with Zarya, it's like you're not gonna be like way over here like Hog is, because you have that team utility, and you're not quite as survivable as Hog. So you have to play closer to your team like this, but you don't want to stack behind your Rein. Like a Zarya that's positioned on blue is going to be doing a lot more than a Zarya that's positioning on yellow if the main tank is here. What are the 4 stats shown? Damage done, damage taken, first deaths, and first kills, I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't think it's first deaths and first kills, though. It's something else. Like, I don't know what these are exactly. It's something to do with eliminations, though. But this is almost certain. Yeah, this is damage done and damage taken. Or maybe, yeah, and this is healing done? Healing done versus damage done? Damage done, healing done. Pretty sure. Ults use first deaths. Yeah, so yeah, ults use. That's it. No, yeah, stats are okay, but stats are very supplementary. There's not a lot of value in of themselves. Chat, what's the problem here? You see the big red flag right now. Yeah, where's your team? What is your monkey doing? Like, I get it that their Ana is not in a great, but at least their Ana can still see their team. Yeah, like, what is going on here? Where is your team? Where's your McCree, your Soldier, your Moira, your Lucio? They're literally a million miles away. If they were here, a different story. Like, here's the thing, chat. Main tanks. Your job is to create space, but your job is to create space at a time and at a place where your team can actually push off of it. Like, doing what this guy's doing is fine if he'd waited literally 1 or 1.5 seconds. Because, like, now his team is ready to push. But he's already had to use Bubble and Primal, and now his team is zoned off because there's the bomb, and so this Primal's probably going to get melted. And he could very realistically die during this Primal. Fancy! Wow. I thought you muffed that one up. Check this out, chat. Holy cow. That is a fancy bomb. That takes a lot of practice. Maybe not a lot of practice, but it takes a very heads-up play in chaos, you know? It's not hard to aim that, but it's hard to think to aim that in that proper spot. And it was a good bomb. Like, you're going in with Primal, so it's cute. I mean, maybe if I was being nitpicky, I would be like, you know, you really didn't need to bomb. You were like full HP. You're already a kill from Primal. Maybe it'd be better to be focused on supporting your team. Technically, the bomb was not a good decision, but it was well placed. I know if the team is ready, and that's why communication's a thing. But also, you know, if you're playing in ranked, it's really, really hard to kind of get all that because people just don't talk that much. Just look around you. Like, look around you. Look around you. Look left, right, look behind you. Like, Pear made a really good point earlier, GM main tank, that, you know, you would do significantly better if you just paid attention to where your teammates are positioned. Like, you don't have to be, are you guys ready to engage? Just look. Are they relatively aggressively positioned? Are they anywhere near you? Then yeah, go ahead. Like, right now, this monkey doesn't have to be like some big brain to see that, gee, my team is just starting to leave choke. So maybe I should just walk here and then jump. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, this D.Va is dead, even though she probably feels like there's no way they can kill me because look at what's happening. Your team has pushed up to the spawn. You're not doing this by yourself. You're getting Lucio help. She's dead. And your monkey's help. So, good stuff. Ha! Sneaky. A little bit of old church there. Get the credit for the 80, 90 damage that you did there. Don't peek. Just not worth peeking. Unless you're like 90% on bomb and you really want to build it for next fight. which you're not, so it's not really worth peeking. Because here's what they could do, is they can peek their McCree out safely with like a little bit of Matrix, do enough damage to where you have to back off or waste a Moira resource, which is even worse, and then they can engage. It's like cheap. Like the thing with D.Va is it's cheaper for them to force your cooldowns and do damage to you than it is for you to do damage to them, if that makes any sense. Like, yeah, your McCree might land like a body shot or a headshot in the McCree, but that, again, that doesn't really stop them from like doing damage to you early. Like, optimally, you want, in poke stages, you want your higher damage heroes peaking a little bit more aggressively than your lower damage heroes. Like for right now, would there be any reason for your Winston to be standing here at all? He literally does nothing, right? He would just get his cooldowns first. Even though your team can see him, the team fight's not really happening, right? You have to understand that you, unironically, are essentially doing as much as Winston right now. Because you also basically do no damage at range. Now, he technically does no damage at range, and you technically do, but it's such a marginal difference that's not even worth, oh no, I got headshot twice by McCree, I have to now get healed. You know, it's not even worth. Like, maybe you force healer, maybe you force amp. Yeah. So, like right now, just AFK. What happened? I pressed spacebar and all heck broke loose. Whatever. You see your Matrix? That's half your Matrix gone. Now you're gonna have to get more resource. You know, you're still not full HP. Like right now, be better. It would honestly be better for you to have micro missiles right now. Ooh, that was scary. They had a lot of ults. And you guys were positioned very aggressively, but didn't really use any ults. Like, you guys were positioned aggressively, but you guys didn't have any ults to commit aggressively, right? And honestly, your DPS weren't in great spots either. Like, if you're gonna hold like this, you'd want your, like, soldier over here, or your McCree on high ground. Like, you guys, like, again, this feels like they should be taking more damage than they are. Maybe, like, maybe you could, like, fly in here. I don't know, this just feels off. But they just basically take space with Pulse Bomb, with Primal, with Nano, with High Noon. So, you guys will have a recontest, though. Weird Visor. Let me check the context of this. Weird Visor. Again, you guys don't really have the chance to... Oh, you guys do have Primal. That's good. Careful, careful, careful. Okay, you're in deep, so you keep going. Your Lucio goes in too deep by himself. Get a DMAC, that's huge. Matrix, his bubble's broken. Please Matrix again, or just get out. Weird bomb. I don't like this bomb because, again, you're not really in a position to push off of this. It looks like your soldier's going in hard, though, so maybe that'll work out. But I'm not a fan of this bomb. I prefer you to, like... See, what you could have done here is just kind of, like, waited for them to beat engage. You Matrix, 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 survive, 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 survive. Now you could have bombed. And now this would have actually meant something. You see what I'm saying? Like, your timing of your bomb there wasn't great. According to the VOD time, you... Well, what happens here? Oh, you guys lose this. Okay, I don't care about yours, sorry. So, I want you to pay attention to your timing. Pay attention to your timing with your monkey. Pay attention to how much damage you're taking pre-fight. And then pay attention to how and when you're using your bombs. I think those are the big things. But again, just like I want you thinking about that crap. And the other stuff will come. But I want you just, again, like I said earlier, I don't want to like hand you all the like individual, like I've learned a lot, and I've learned that giving you guys like individual little things to work on, it's not really important. I want you guys just to be thinking about something. I want you to think about timing. That's what I want you thinking about. And you will sort out all the details on your own. You're smart enough. You'll figure it out on your own. You're welcome.